Welcome back, everybody. We're here for the TGS Open Series with your host, of course, Cup and Laz on the lovely Saturday. Well, I guess it's afternoon, but maybe evening for you too. But we're here, got some Valorant ahead of us, and we're already pretty far along the way on the tournament here, Cuppa. So it looks like we are actually going to be going into the quarterfinals. So like we were saying, it is going to be a best of one. So, and then afterwards, it does actually progress itself towards the best of threes for the semis and, of course, the grand finals. But the first team that we do have will be TG versus NF. They have very long names, so we're just going to abbreviate them a little bit. So some pretty big mix of teams. But Kappa, how are you feeling about this game so far? Sound good to me, but
a very popular map in the world of Valorant right now. From T3, T2, T1, it's all over the map, isn't it?
It really is, and I mean, it's pretty much the best, best of one map I think that Valorant has right now. I think it's probably the most balanced. Of course, we always say statistically it's pretty even. I really give the slightest edge probably to defenders, but I mean, it really depends. And even saying that, I don't even know if that's going to be 100% accurate, but we'll have to see. We can already see a couple agents have been locked in already. Got the Jet, of course. You have your Omen. So actually not going to have Brimstone. So a little bit interesting, but I think that actually makes sense, especially for a map like Ascent. And now we're just going to wait things up here for the attacker's side.
Yeah, see the Killjoy as well. Killjoy with her lockdown, I've got so much respect for Killjoy agents now. Still super frustrating game to get wrecked by a Killjoy. Seeing that locked in though, it's an excellent factor to have, and it really is the X factor when it comes to that execute, especially when you're on the attack. Start for defense though. What we've got the Killjoy, the Omen, the Sova, the Reyna, and the Jet as well. So let's see, for the Jet versus the Jet face-off, who's going to be the better Jet? I think that's the big question here.
It definitely will be, but even before we get things started, as we're just having the map load up, we just want to give a big shout out, of course, to our sponsors. We have HyperX, MonsterCat, and of course TGS Game Plus. Make sure to check everything out. Of course, HyperX with all some of the best peripherals out there, having the Alloy Elite 2 mechanical keyboard, as well as microphones and the USB capabilities as well. Make sure to check them out at hyperxgaming.ca.
And of course, with TGS Game Plus, super cool stuff with the HyperX World of Warcraft Shadowlands headset. So if you don't know what that is, Google it, check it out. Pretty damn hard to get your hands on that, and lots of action and ways to get your hands on those headsets. Well, subscribe to tgs.gg/YouTube and check it out, see what it's all about, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get your hands on one of those. But to the action, to the quarterfinals here, let's get it going, lads.
So getting things already started now. You can already see the attackers are already getting their way towards A. So actually they're going to be pushing up towards the A main corridor. So now actually just going to be holding back on the spike. And you already can see the defender side already having a lot of control in middle. So this is actually a very interesting play because now they have a lot of information. They are going to be fully aware that this most likely is going to be potentially the A hit, having a bit of a 4-1 split. And even right now, the spike is advancing itself and a lot of utility being burned already, and they're going to be able to push on through. So they're going to be in this A site. So now pushing on through, the spike's already going to be pushing through. And even Prolific trying to get this lurker. He actually does find that frag, takes down Big Z, and now it's going to be all down to this retake situation.
Big Z in the body bag. Boom, the body bag. 5 versus 4. Pretty good for that defensive situation for the retake. Winnable ever so much, and you got the 2 players stacking heaven. So things looking good. The Sova setup coming in as well.
Already Prolific pushing through. This is big. I mean, you can already see pushing on through it. Does have the Frenzy. Finally going to get taken down. Rhodey does reply back. Link able to get him back as well. So now Yasa going to get that spike defuse. So a very quick and swift round here from the defensive side.
And talking of Job B with the setup of the Sova, excellent stuff for the Recon Dart and giving all the intel, all the knowledge and power of all that knowledge getting put right into Pistol. Super important to get that pistol round for Ascent. I think you can see a good follow through of maybe 5-6 rounds here if they could play their cards right. But on the sides of NF, I'm sure that's not what they want to have for the score. They want to even things out right away. Are they going to force in? What's the deal here?
Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, now even you can see the Spectres are being purchased, and that's for them just to build up that economy, pick up those frags if they can, and the orb is going to get now retrieved here. So that's going to be free orb, and now it's going to be Prolific. He's going to be able to find the one. Going to be multiple people, but that's going to be Prolific picking up another frag, and this is looking like a bit of a mop-up round. Big Rig, the last player remaining, a 1-on-4 situation, but that is going to be that. Ooga Booga finds ahead of him. Very quick and easy round here for TG.
That's like ripping off the Band-Aid, wasn't it? Not too much contention there at all. Putting the Spectre to work. You talked about a mop there. Someone talking a game the other day is, we're cleaning the floor. What are we with a mop? So definitely the mops are going to be TG there. Clean up on L3. But early days to make any judgments. And with that in mind, you get those first couple rounds. Do not think you've got the game in your hands, and that's any level of play for Valorant.
Joke's over.
Yeah, even Mushi, look at this. And you can already see the defenders are already pushing up, putting so much aggression through. And Mushi actually does take him down, so already things are looking a little bit better here. So we can see NF, they've been able to get a bit of a player advantage in this situation. But I mean, again, the defense, you can see they've gotten a lot of information. So they fully are aware that the attackers are going to be pushing towards this A side. But now Yasha comes up with 3 and just decimates all incoming players, making it 4! Falling down like a big pile of lumber, and that is a quick round. TG come up magnificent.
Timber! Yeah, baby. That's how you do it. What, 4K? And the speed, the velocity. We talked about a quick turnaround there. Things were looking really in NF's favour. They had every reason to take that one home. But from TG, what a play. That's definitely potential play of the series or something like that. Spectacular.
I mean, the fact that Yasha is just able to run around with the Spectre, gets a free weapon, so it doesn't even have to burn any money at all. This is a huge victory for TG, because right now, they don't have to put a lot of money on the board. They've actually been able to pick up all the weapons from the attackers, and now that money bonus is just so much bigger for them, because they're going to have a lot of gun rounds. And look at this, they're just running through them time and again, and now even 3-on-4 situation, now making it just a 2-on-3, and a lot of reply back here from the defensive side.
You saw ER there, just he put in the ER if he's not careful, straight into that emergency room. Sheriff only, did get the one frag though, juicy one tap that we didn't get on the kill feed, but you did see it. Also, you didn't see it on the cam, but you saw it in the kill feed. Talking of TG, Killjoy's ult for the lockdown, didn't see too much util ball outside of that, and that's going to give TG just that hold on the one site, and they're just waiting for the rotate off in this 3 versus 2. But quite frankly, speak too soon, Caster's Curse, be a tough one for NF to redeem, but they seem to have got a lot of control here.
Yeah, this is looking like the most promising round we've seen so far from the attacking side from NFJ, and even now, they're going to be pushing on through, so we're going to be able to get the spike into a good location. Still have plenty of time to work with. 22 seconds left. The spike going to go back in the backside of the site, actually with the generator covering them. So now Rhodey going to get this star cover to block off the main corridor. It is a bit of a split situation here. TG, they're very split apart from each other. Yasha going to be in the main, but it's going to be the Sova just actually coming through onto the heaven. He might be able to find the head of the Omen player. This could be a very big frag. Yasha's just waiting things out, and it's going to be all about timing, and now the dark cover is going to be dissipated. He pushes on through, but now it's all just down to 1. It's going to be the Sova versus 2, but both HP for these players is so low, and Water able to get the 1, and now he's looking to find more with the Bucky, but he's not able to make it work, and Big Z pulls up the big round.
Big Z coming up against the Frenzy and the Bucky, not making it happen. Good effort though, and straight down to that 1 versus 1, and that talks about the talent we've got in today's tournament. They're going all the way, trying to get that prize pool with 500 bones up for grabs here on a Saturday. Sunny outside is where we are, at least. Hopefully you've had a good weekend so far, and these frags get you fired up as well. Good to see some new names and some big teams actually for this Open Series.
Yeah, I mean, this is a free tournament, so a free entry, and there is a prize pool like we were just mentioning, and yeah, some really good competitors so far. I think we just got about 20 teams that were signed up, so definitely a good showing here in the region. So we'll have to see who's going to come out on top, and we've already pushed ourselves. Like we said, this is the quarterfinals, so we're already pretty far in the series, and that's already starting off very well as Prolific finds the shot onto the big rig, takes down the duelist, and now going to be having 2 ultimates available here for that defensive side with just 1 for the attackers on the Omen.
That was like a half a pixel that Prolific saw off of Catwalk. That's well impressive, Laz.
Yeah, and this is just the thing we're noticing with the defender side. I mean, TG, they're just really capitalizing on the early aggression, getting the frags, and really just finding that opportunity. And this is really catching the attackers off guard. I mean, it is 3-1, still plenty of time for them to make a comeback or any kind of story here, but still, we're noticing that aggression has really just panned out very well for them so far.
Prolific still holding off guard. I was going to say, that's a bit too hyper-aggressive. Getting too cocky there, not going to work out for him. The 4 versus 3 NF storming in, 30 seconds to go.
Spike planted.
But TG, they are still going to give this to go here. Link, if he can connect to Link the dots here, not going to need to. With the way he has his play, he's got his lockdown. And this is, we talked a bit pre-game, like they've got to highlight it. He's going to be one to watch here.
Yeah, Yasha's been such a big player. I mean, even now he's going to be on the door. But look at this element of surprise. He finds Big Z, takes him down. And all of a sudden now, a 1-on-3, but it's going to be Yasha to come up with a quad. Man, this guy, he's coming up absolutely massive early on, putting themselves 4-1. And Yasha, again, will get him on the scoreboard. But boy, he's got to be hitting that hard double digits by now already, easily.
He's got to be hitting the energy drinks as well, man. He had the Wheaties, as you've said before, Laz. He's had it all. I want what he's had. I wasn't playing like that yesterday.
Yeah, you know, I'm not even sure at this point right now, Zavin.
Not sure at all, fella. This is crazy. 2 4Ks within 5 rounds. Pretty damn good. And this is only the quarterfinals, ladies and gents. So you're seeing this, you're like, oh, where are we at? Still pretty early days for the tournament, and still plenty of action to go here. Link, aggressive action as well. Poised with that operator. Big Z. Fingery as well. Ooh, the flick from Blink, ever so close. Not able to land that shot, and of course being Jet dashing the heck out of there and saving that up for another engagement.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a very hard round for NFJ. I mean, right now they're gonna pretty much just force with pistols and just see what they can find, see if they can find some kind of an opening. But right now, TG have really just not made a lot of errors at all. If anything, they've just been playing this completely perfect and really bringing that fight to the attackers, which makes it so much harder, especially for the IGL on the attacking side, because you don't always expect, that full-on aggression. Now it's going to be Yasa that is going to be able to find another, so still coming up big. He's going to be able to take 2 before he falls, and now Prolific going to be waiting. He gets the head of the spike carrier, and just like that, it's already down to the clutch situation, but no clutch in order here at all.
Who does that? Perishing just at the end there, and yeah, who does do that? Apparently it's going to be TG. 5-1's the score, and truth be, not for the sake of BM, let's call a spade and talk about what we're seeing here. TG are on another level, Laz.
Yeah, this is, we've casted a lot of Ascent in our time here in Valorant, and I mean, right now we haven't really seen, a team that's just putting on like full gas and just kind of winning every single engagement. I mean, typically you see these attackers kind of get some kind of retaliation, some kind of a game plan to counteract that, but right now it's 5-1, and NFJ, they need to get something going a little bit quicker than this.
But because of pre-fires and jiggle peaks like that, it's a jiggle peak like Mahone. We're talking about his skill, that kind of skill with the server right now. 4 versus 3 already. NF, they've got to be scratching their heads. Oh, what do we do here? What's the play?
And we can already see, I mean, they are completely split up. 3 players remaining. They have the Hunter's Fury available for the Sova. And this is a tough position because, I mean, they could use the Hunter's Fury to try to get some kind of control into a site. But they're very split apart from each other. I mean, both the Sova and Cypher are close by, but it will be the Phoenix that's going to be able to get that spike retrieved. So now going to be grouping up in towards middle. Looks like they've now decided they want to go for the cap push onto A, which will just be the 1-player anchor, Prolific, in the back of the site, making a lot of noise. But actually, no, they're going to go for a fake.
Okay, so this could be the smartest play and the biggest brain play they can make. Get up the grad, but uh-oh, Link, he's connected the dots already. Got the dots, one of his talents. 4 versus 2. They've got to get in here
30
quick.
seconds left.
Time is absolutely ticking. I mean, 25 seconds remaining, and now that's just going to be a big cleanup again. TG Might want to rename their team the Cleanup Crew because right now they're just cleaning up these rounds. And even now, NFJ in a big bind. I mean, they have 3 ultimates now available versus just the one here for TG. They have the Cypher, they have the Hunter's Fury available as well. So we'll have to see if they can capitalize on this opportunity because right now, Kappa, they need something different.
Cleanup Crew, definitely so smooth like the peanut butter and the toast I've got next to me. They're doing some crazy plays so far, and you're seeing a stinger force from one of the players there on the attack. Desperation, desperate times. Hopefully they can convert something here. Still plenty left in this first half, but you want to talk about momentum, and if you believe in momentum players being a thing, PD, devastating momentum right now, and I don't see that being questioned.
No, not at all. And even Link, look at this, finds one. Water Joby able to get another, so winning these duels, and that's Link trying to get the knives to capitalize, but only does take down one, but that's a nice pickup from all his teammates. And money is just completely flowing here for the defensive side. 7-1, NFJ. They look like they're out of the running so far, but I mean they got time, but they're gonna need to figure out something here quickly because right now we're already on 8 rounds deep, and only a few more to go before we switch things off to that second half.
And I think we've seen only one versus one. I believe that is in rounds number 5. We saw Omen. I forgot the last agent that it was going to be for NF, but regardless, only one versus one across like a 9-round spread, coming up to that 9th round right now. That's scary stuff here, and there's Peak from Prolific. He's done this before. He should be able to allow to do that again.
Yeah, there's a lot of times where we just see Prolific just take this fight, takes this hard corner, and that's going to be who does that. He's going to try to use the Hunter's Fury. He actually does land it onto Booga Booga, so now Prolific going to be throwing the Leer, going to be trying to get out of this situation. Gets a second chance to find more, but it will be Mushi that actually will take down Yasa. Even now they got mid control, they have market control, so now they could push into this B site. There is nobody nearby. It's going to be all about the post plant situation. 2 remaining players here for TG Kappa. What is the game plan?
5 versus 2. You've got so many rounds already. You've got no reason to not go for it. Everyone in the team chat's like, guys, you're going for this. Make it happen. Surely. Get that recon in there, and you've got to go for those double peaks. Like, now's the time. Spraying through Boathouse. Desperate times, desperate measures. Talked a bit. Reverse sweep. PG. Hoping for some kind of victory here, but this has got to be a pipe dream, surely.
Yeah, this is one of those rounds where really right now, Water Joby, he's just looking to see what he can find. He's just trying to pick up a frag or 2 maybe. I mean, he is able to start off with 1. Just trying to see who can he take down. I mean, money is not a problem for them at all. But now Big Z will able to put that nail to the coffin. Finally picking up another round. 7-2 is the score line. Like we said, this is a best of 1. So all is on the line here. No second map or even a third to go through.
All the marbles. All your gats. All your pocket money. All of your bitcoins, whatever, man.
All the bitcoins.
All the bitcoins.
Are bitcoins still a thing? Like, are they still? I actually have no idea, to be honest.
Truth be, I'm talking out my behind. I'm not a Bitcoin man. I see everyone on Twitter is like Bitcoin. Everyone talks about Bitcoin as well. It's I believe it's still big money right now.
Right.
Talking to big money. Is this all the Hunter Fury going to be big money? Good intel here from Walter Jobby. Not able to land a lick of damage, unfortunate.
The one thing that's good to note about that Hunter's Fury is it actually did push back NFJ for pushing on through. So now you can even see they change their game plan. Ooga Booga finds the 1. Now he's trying to look for more, but no, he's not going to be able to. But Yasa, we've already seen him do some big things, and now he's trying to look for a third, and he gets that spray, and he's able to get away with it. I don't know how he makes it work. He's taken down to critical health points, but now he's got his ultimate ready to go. The only ult available for TG, but now it's going to be Big Rig. But Big Rig is just going to break down, and TG pull it up to 8-2, and we got 2 more rounds to go for this first half.
I was hoping to see the third 4K. I'm all about the funky stats. I wanted to see just to get that other one. But regardless of that, this is a devastating fall across the board for everyone on TG. They just they're synced up, man. They're on the same page.
They really are, and I mean, this is kind of the one thing, like, in my opinion, I think defense is probably one of the hardest sides to play because there's a lot of coordination, it takes a lot of teamwork. Obviously, of course, attacking does too, but right now from TG, we're just seeing a lot of phenomenal play and a lot of individual performances so far too. I mean, Yasa definitely coming up very big. And even now, his teammates are right behind him. Ooga Booga actually finding this first frag, and Link trying to make something work with that operator, but he's not going to be able to. And Ooga Booga finding 3. He gets away with it. And look at this NFJ. They just have no reply whatsoever.
They really don't. And at this point, you're coming to the end of the half. You're in a 4 versus 1. What do you do? What do you do? Where's your head going to be at? It's going to be in the gutter, man. You can't really have too much hope. This could be an ER, though. He's going to head straight to the ER, isn't he? Broken arm, broken leg, straight into the cast, and hopefully resetting for that last round. Been and gone, and the first round of your second half. Turn that front upside down. What's that one-liner? You've got 10 seconds, Laz, or 20 seconds. What would you say to NF to turn it around right now?
You know, it's hard to say. Like, I mean, a part of me thinks that they should be putting a little bit more aggression, trying to get some better map control, and then a part of me, actually, I think that's what I would do. I mean, at this point, they're allowing TG just to push up, getting free reign or whatever they want, but they're really they need to stop being so scared, and they look a little bit stuck in the mud. And right now, this is their last round to see what they can make work of. They have the Phoenix ult, so the run it back they could try to utilize, try to get some kind of info or potentially an entry, and they need to capitalize on that right now.
They really, really do. And great words of wisdom. Oh, Ooga Booga, Ooga Booga, scaring his opponent. Big Z being put into the big Ripperoni out of the game. And that is going to be the 4 versus 5. So, good start. Phantom to the face. What's next on the menu?
4-on-5 situation. Still have the ultimates available now, and actually the lockdown for TG. This can be the game-changing ult that can really just flip this around completely, but we'll have to wait and see. Because right now, we're seeing it is going to be NFJ. They're going to be putting a lot more attention once again. They're in the A corridor, so they are just going to be posted up in A long. They're getting ready, a bit of an execute, run it back, going to be activated. So now this is Big Rig going to try look for information, trying to clear everything out. Prolific going to be using the Empress, and now just going to be holding underneath, and that's going to be the spray on through, but he's not able to make it work, but he gets a second chance. That's going to be the dismiss, and he's just running around. Oh my goodness! It's just a circus, and look at this, decimating them one by one!
Oh, of course Yas is going to come in to chime in, and forgive me, I'll call it as it will. I'll whistleblow myself. It was not the last round of that half. That was just been and gone. Now we're at it. It's 10-2, and TG able to get to double figures on that one. So, excellent effort, but that Reyna 3K, you were speaking about it pre-game. We both were of Reyna and how OP she can be. Proof. Right there. You can use those dismisses perfectly well. Quick 180, wham bam, headshot. That was sick. Love to see it.
Yeah, and this is honestly just coming up to a lot of individual play that's coming out from TG. I mean, they just prolific. The fact that he's able to run around with dismiss and can be that big distraction. I mean, NFJ, this is just complete frustration. Still doable. I mean, it is 10-2, but they absolutely need to pick up this pistol and make any sort of fighting chance. We'll have to wait and see. As now, it looks like TG actually just going to be running on in, going to be using their utility, getting towards the site. Big Z trying to find something with the Ghost, but it will be Mushi to find the first, so he actually winning that first frag exchange. Now it's going to be Big Z taken down. Yasa going to be able, and Water Joey replies back. And this already is becoming more mayhem and a big firefight here, Cuppa.
Absolute massacre here. It's the 3 versus 3 to the 3 versus 1. So much action here. Classics Ghosts, and they're going to land that one in the bag. 11-2 the score. And you talked about in the first half what the coaches corner say, hey, what are you doing wrong here, NFJ? What needs to be turned around? So right. Aggression, simply put with the one word, and that is the difference you're seeing. Impactful first round there for TG, and just kicking the door down on the attack. No, not shy at all. This is Sparta kind of moments. Old meme, but still got high value, lads.
Oh man, this honestly feels like it. I mean, this is just like TG. I mean, I feel like this is from the movie 300. These guys are just taking down every single enemy they can, and it doesn't even look that difficult for them at all. And even now, you can see no reply back at all from NFJ. The only frag going to be picked up is going to be Mushi, but now it's a 1-on-3 situation. Big Z by himself, Stinger in hand. Not going to be able to pick up the orb as well, so going to be trying to throw this camera, see if he can get some recon, get some intel. It's not going to matter because both these players are pushing on through, and now TG putting themselves at match point.
getting triple peaked summarized as how this
Match
game
point.
has felt for those on NFJ. You can only hope for a better round now, and that's going to be this one. They're sure they've got a false in. You're 12-2 down. It's a best of one, and best of one, yeah, completely different mentality. Completely different mentality. All your cards, they're face up on the table, and you've got to give it your all. 10 seconds to make that choice. A stinger, 4 stingers, I should say, and a sheriff. Yeah, that's not the ideal buy, but hey, maybe they've been practicing their sprays with the stinger. Maybe they got some tricks up their sleeve. Ooh, spicy can there. Just a plug as well, Dulci, spectator on today, your legend bud. Thank you for your hard work and loving that bolt there. Look at it go.
There they are.
Last player standing.
So, I did say, hopefully they're practicing their stingers. Apparently they have, lads.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, that's a good pickup. I mean, NFJ, they make a little bit of a reply back, but I mean, a long road for them nonetheless. And I mean, even now, it's going to be a bit of an interesting buy here. TG, they actually look like they are going to go for the full investment, see what they can find. I mean, they got 3 rifles. They'll probably now just try to make work with some sheriffs or even probably some specters. Not too sure.
Yes, this should
Yeah,
go.
so they've got that big round advantage, right? So they've got 9 rounds in between them, if I do my quick math doll. And they're going to go all in, as it will appear. Mushi grabbing 1. So this could be the beginning of that redemption arc here for NFJ. If they can continue this confidence that you're seeing here. Big rig coming through. Got the knowledge of where a play is, but he's going to miss out on that engagement. Either way, though, 5 versus 4.
Here.
Now the advantage situation going from NFJ. So now Big Rig able to find one, but not able to find the second. Yasa going to be taking him down. On the rifles versus from TP. Link trying to find it, and he actually gets it. The element of surprise takes down who does that. So now they put themselves in an even playing field. It is just going to be Rhodey holding the forward here at this B site, but he's getting completely swarmed. TG. They're going to be pinching him, and now the lockdown going to be commenced. A Link finding another. Rhodey does actually find that frag, but it's going to be another, so he's done a very good job to be the anchor, and now all of a sudden, turn of the tables, it's down to Link. He's only got a sheriff, so now he's going to have to find 2 more players, and they're completely split apart, so he can make this on one-on-one duels, and if he wins this, this could really change things around. He's able to dash himself out, he has his ultimate, but he's lit, Kappa, he's down to 32.
He's been landing the spray of the sheriff, surprisingly. Good spam indeed.
Blocking sight.
Not sure if 32 HP is going to be forgiven enough, though. Great confidence here. Good jet movement. Not going to cut the mustard. Taking a good dent out of the economy there, though, for NFJ. Bearing in mind, only a couple of rounds deep here, and I believe there's only 2 players surviving. So, assessing their economy, just about ready to buy in they will be. Mushi just making that choice on manufacturing. Am I going to keep a bit of a coat for next round? Opting in for the Phantoms. So, lots of Vandals in the server, a couple of Phantoms, whatever your preference is. Phantom all the way, man.
Get out of my way.
Oh, Dulci, those are sick, man. Seeing that recon dart coming in. Hunter's Fury following through as well. NFJ going in big for this round of the day here.
Yeah, this is a good execute so far. I mean, they've already been able to push on through into the site. Still have the ultimate available from Jet, and that's going to be Rhodey finally able to reply back. Water Joby actually does find now, making it a 3K situation. Spike going to get down, so 2 players remaining, a 2-on-3. The Nanoswarm Nade going to be blocking off the defenders and push on through, but not going to matter. Now it's going to be Dark Cover as their next big problem here, Kappa.
It really will be. Running through the Dark Cover, straight into every element of your enemy. Do you have that number advantage, though?
Revealing area.
TG. What you got here?
Enemy remaining.
All on that
Oh
one.
no.
Last
Oh,
player
this
standing.
is not looking ideal.
And now it's all about burning the time in the turret, actually being a huge distraction, doing the damage. It's not a lot, but oh no, he's just getting tagged, and that's going to be Yasa to put it all to rest, and TG take it away. 13-4, and they move themselves on.
Just kicking the door down. That's savage. quarterfinal just rolled on through, and that's going to be done and done for that best of one. GG to both teams. Yasser, clearly the MVP.
Yeah, honestly, a phenomenal performance from Yasa. It just, huge play. I mean, we were talking about it just before the stream started, and we were saying how much of an impact he was in CSGO, and clearly is showing that here today in Valorant. And for somebody to put up that much of a performance in a quarterfinal, whoo-wee, I'm excited for later on in this tournament.
What's next? What's coming up? Plenty of Valorant action will be coming your way. Talking of the talent we have got in this, I believe it's 19 teams that signed up for this, and there is that $500 on the line. So please do stick with us. We'll be coming back to you with plenty more Valorant action very, very shortly.
So we're here for the Open Series, of course, Valorant, TGS, your host, Kappa, and Laz. We're here again for semifinals. We've already made ourselves through quarters, and now we've hit semi somehow, Kappa.
What's happening? I actually am back with the mic. Forgive me for that one again, guys. Yeah, we've got some excellent action coming up for the semi-finals, and Fun Snatchers, a team will be playing in that we've seen in plenty of other tournaments, top tier talent, and hopefully some top tier performances coming into the server today. Before we go anywhere close to that game though, hold your horses. Let's give a good plug here to the people that deserve it and making this all happen today here at TGS. Of course, HyperX, thank you so much for all you contributing, and HyperX is TGS official gaming partner. From the exciting HyperX Alloy Elite 2 mechanical gaming keyboard to the RGB HyperX Quadcast USB microphone, HyperX has it all for you. Explore the site and catalog to support all your content and gaming needs at hyperxgaming.ca. Who else we got in the docket, Laz, of lovely sponsors here?
Yeah, of course, we have Monster Cat, and then you can always get a lot of great content and making sure you don't get any of those, I think it's DMCA, claims against your stream or anything like that.
No.
So it's a great site, great resource for some amazing electronic music. So make sure to check out Monster Cat. And of course, TGS Game Plus. I mean, it's a rewards for the community that we have and being active. And every week until February 2nd, they're going to be giving away 2 exclusive HyperX World of Warcraft Shadowlands headsets. So all you have to do, go to tgs.gg/YouTube, make sure you comment, watch a video, say how great we are, comment on my mustache, whatever you want to do. I mean, that's all you got to do, and then you could potentially win a headset. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Simple math, man. It doesn't take too much to get all the glory here. You don't even have to be in this server to get all the swag. And just give it a quick Google for that headset. It's something, if you're not a World of Warcraft fan, they are very, very rare. So have a peek and see if it's worth a seek out for you to get an entry in. Aside from that, though, for Fun Snatchers, and who are they going to be taking on here? Let's have an oogle. It's going to be TG, is it not?
It is. It's going to be TG that we just previously saw in the quarters, and they are going to be taking down or going against Fun Snatchers. And I mean, for anybody that is not familiar with Fun Snatchers, definitely, in my opinion, one of the favorite teams in the tournament that we have here today. I mean, you have Venture, Worldwide, P Nasty, JD, Unshaken. You have a very, very scary roster. And I mean, TG, I mean, like we said it before, there's some good CSGO veterans that are on this squad. So I'm curious to see how this game will go. I mean, some people are saying that Fun Snatchers should be able to take this pretty convincingly, but you know what? I'm kind of expecting a good match, and this is a best of 3, so this is going to be a little bit different than our classic BO1s here, Kappa.
Plus, on top of that wicked intel, man, Yasser, on the performance that we just saw in Ascent, he was a turret, dude. He was not just Killjoy's turret. He was a turret himself. 2 4Ks. A 3K always getting the 4K as well. I believe that Fun Snatchers, they're going to have a lot more to chew than they thought they may do in this semi-final. And you love to see big players come up against those big players. Boom! All the action to come for you for the rest of this Saturday afternoon. And talking of the last map on Ascent, I'm not too sure what map we'll be going to. Hopefully we'll find out from production very shortly on that one. It will be Haven. Well, hey, love it. The 3-site wonder. 3 sites for 2 big teams like this. Lots of big aim duels, Laz. I think we can expect it.
You know, and I'm kind of curious on the agent selection as well. I mean, Haven, like you said, 3 sites. So a lot of variety for the attacking side, of course. And I mean, typically we've seen the standard, you kind of have your site for Killjoy potentially. Brimstone has definitely been coming back in, especially with the updates. So I'm curious if Brimstone is going to be picked. I would definitely expect it. But I am curious if any of these CSGO, members from the TG squad going to be picking Breach or anything like that. But I mean, time will tell. And I think that's going to be a big difference. I mean, we saw Reyna on the playing field before. definitely expect it again. I mean, it is a very heavy duelist map. I mean, definitely the smokes make a difference, but boy, that aim is looking crisp from TG today.
Most certainly is, and Fun Snatchers, they better be on that top level that we've seen them perform before. If I'm not mistaken, at one of the previous tournaments we were casting, I believe it was last week there for VCS, it was it the finals that they got to for Fun Snatchers, if I'm not mistaken? I was watching Newcastle in the finals. They got pretty up there.
Yeah, they've definitely been one of those squads, like we said, like they've been progressing a lot so much through Valorant and really just doing a lot of work in a pretty big roster of players. Like I said, I mean, like, if you look at it, I mean, statistically, yeah, it should probably be in favor for them. But I mean, like we said, TG, I mean, they might have some tricks up their sleeves. And I mean, the fact that they were looking so good in the quarterfinals, it makes a big question mark for me.
And consistency is key, isn't it, from tournament to tournament? If you've got a team that has that one trick of, okay, we're good at this tournament, we know the way it works, we know the kind of teams to enter, but if you go from a tournament to a completely different kind of tournament, different region completely, and you're still able to climb up, and, you know, guys, one-handed climb up the ladder, no problem at all. That seems what Fun Snatchers is doing, and hopefully TG, they've been doing the homework on the potential rivals they're going to be facing here today. I believe we've still got a bit of time before we'll be heading to the game. Let's talk about the patch. You brought it up there. We've got some changes for Brim. We also were just looking to see for Jet, for example. She can't dash and defuse at the same time with the spike anymore. There's been the Omen teleport. You can't teleport and defuse at the same time. Those kind of changes, they're going to make this game a heck of a lot more competitive, especially where we are right now in this sort of semi-finals onwards, lads.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Brimstone, like we said, is kind of the recent addition that we're really seeing, and I'm actually glad because I really think Brimstone kind of got, you know, a little bit in the dark stages there, where kind of like the Sage, right? Like we weren't really seeing Sage at all, but now she's starting to come making appearances. Not as many as normal, but still making some. But even now, you can see Omens actually are going to get picked. So no Brimstones yet from either squad. So still waiting things out. Looks like we already have the Cypher, Reyna, Sova, and of course Omen on the attacking side. And now a little bit of a change up here for TG. We still have Sova. They have the Phoenix for Prolific, and it looks like they're fully locked in. So they have one agent that's going to be their big utility and support.
Really curious to see what that last lock-in is going to be for the attackers here. What you got? What's the call going to be? I think another duelist would be something I'd be whispering to our teammates. Hey, who's going to be that Raze? But Raze is not an agent you're going to see at this tier of play. We're talking of Milota, yes, the Jet, the fast speed for the 3 sides. Oh, maybe the Brimstone, lads. Decisions.
Building up the tension here, just trying to build that suspense. But you know what, JD will lock in Jet. Definitely a pretty standard pick that we're seeing from both teams. I'm a little bit curious. You know, I was a little bit surprised that, you know, we didn't see a Reyna on the side here for you know, Prolific or anything like that, but we'll have to see what they're going to do this time. We saw before, I believe he was playing Reyna, but now actually going to be switching things off as a Phoenix. So that could be a very interesting little bit of a decision.
Yeah, almost the mirror. The same kind of agents, but different agents they will be. The double duelists. Who would you say is the most impactful duelist if you had to choose one, lads? I know we spoke of not something you particularly play. You've got other skills that you use within the Valorant realm. But who would you say is the most impactful duelist off a pistol round?
Oh, that's a hard one. I mean, I think Reyna for me is kind of a big one because you can get the ability where you can, you know, you get that frag, you can use the Devour where you can get the armor and healing yourself. I think that's such a game changer. So you get a Ghost in her hands. I mean, that could just be a huge change. And also your teammate dropping in, you get the armor. I mean, that's just the cherry on top, in my opinion.
You heard it here first from Laz at the TGS Open Series semi-finals. That is a 6 strat there, and I wonder if that's going to be the strat they're playing. Kicking things off here in this best of 3 for the semis. TG versus Fun Snatchers.
All right, even now TG going to be starting on that defensive side, of course. So now Fun Snatchers going to be pushing on through, going to actually put a lot of attention into Garage, and that's going to be Prolific throwing a couple flashbangs. He's trying to see what he can find, but he's actually able to take down the spike carrier. Finds another one, and he's looking for more, but JD finally takes him down. And already starting off very fast, very heavy, and now a 3-on-3 situation. The attackers on Fun Snatchers, they have been able to get into the C site, but the question is going to be for how long, Kappa?
TG. That looks like they're trembling their boots. They weren't expecting such a fast person through Garage. I wasn't even on the casting desk there. One Franco up, Booga Boom, go for the second. Link coming in for another. And Fun Snatchers, the fun at absolutely stolen from within their midst. They had sight there, great garage push, but let's talk a bit and give credit where it's due. Prolific, excellent holding from the cubby there with the frenzy. He was a madman.
Thanks.
Yeah, the frenzy, in my opinion, I don't know if it's not overrated or underrated. I think it's just not appreciated as much as it should be. I mean, you can just see there, and like I said before, TG, this is a squad of, you know, some young gunners, and that's exactly what we saw that round. Some big plays, picking up the frags, and the fact that he got away with that with a double with a frenzy in that kind of a situation, in that close of combat, oh boy.
Great use of the curveball as well. I don't think he even had armor with that frenzy buy in the util, so he really was caught between a rock and a hard place, that being the window of garage, capitalizing and trading out perfectly. The fact he got 2 frags from that one spot, it was very fortunate. His teammates are saying we're going to make those count. Second round kicking off. Bucky in hand here for the defenders.
Now a very slow round for Fun Snatchers, so actually going to be grouping up there now. They're going to swarm this site. They're going to try to squeeze in. And already now the rain is going to push on through, but that's going to be some big frags picked up, so they go for the force, but that's going to be Water Joby. Finds one, trying to find some more, but he's not able to unshaken and shake his opponents, and now TG maybe down to a 2-on-3 situation. Ooga Booga creeping on through. He's gotten a lot of control. He might be able to find this, and that's a big frag. And now, all of a sudden, turn of the tables once more, and Fun Snatchers down onto a 1-on-2. And this has to be a very good timing because that smoke is going to dissipate. But oh my goodness, P-Nasty! He finds it! P-Nasty being absolutely nasty indeed, and brings it back to a tie game.
Filthy, brother. We talk about needing hand sanitizer in times of now. You definitely need some after that round, dude. Back on the level playing field. That's what we expected to see, signed and delivered from P-Nasty.
Yeah, P-Nasty. I mean, we've seen a lot of P-Nasty. I think there's some good highlights that we have of, you know, him being in the garage position, just finding these openings. He just seems to just establish himself so well and just find the openings that he needs to. And that was a little bit of a mistake from TG, but nonetheless now Fun Snatchers kind of snatching back some rounds. And even TG, they're going to be on tight on money.
They're going super tight on money. Tell you what though, their picks have been absolutely sick. They've been making some good trades as well. So I see some potential for them in this one. I don't believe it's going to be a run through from Fun Snatchers. This round though, a couple of frags will be nice for TG. Just those
One enemy remaining.
light buys that they have.
Spike's going to be down at B, so now just going to begin leaving it 1 player remaining from TG, just the Jet. Going to be stuck in A site, just going to be hanging out. Not actually going to try to go for this. But instead, P-Nasty going to be holding fort, tight angle. No hunting looks like from Fun Snatchers, and this is a good play because they don't have a lot of economy built. So if they lose anybody, that just burns it more for them. But right now, at this point, you can see finally the Jet creeping on through. Might try to find something, but oh, okay, the drive-by, but P-Nasty. What on earth? This isn't GTA. You can't do that.
What's he doing? What's he thinking? Full strafe. Spectre. That was like, you talk about shooting from the hip, Plaz? That's shooting from the hip right there.
Here.
I mean, he just blindly was shooting. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to run, spray, just see what happens. And there, he found the award he wants. It's like, you know, finding something in a cereal box.
It is, yeah. It's like on the back. It's like, hey, you get that free mouse pad, that free headset. If whatever's in the back of cereal boxes these days, it shows how long it's been since I sent off for one. In England, I know you could get some soccer cereal bowls. That's what you could get in England. I don't know what they do over here. What could you get in cereal boxes in Canada, Laz?
Oh, I don't know. It's been a long time. I mean, it used to be like, I don't even know. I mean, it's been years since I've had cereal. I mean, I just threw me under the bus there. But I mean, talking about that now, we can already see that it is going to be Fun Snatchers actually going to be getting that spike in towards C. It's going to be a long rotate for P-Nasty's location is revealed, so they know that at least one player is going to be coming for the big, long flank, but Unshaken going to take down Link, and now even TG only going to have 1 remaining player, and that flank still works out well for P-Nasty.
P-Nasty having a good one so far. Great positioning, and it goes to show it's not just about aim and having the big aim in the game. It's all about doing your research. What's that best flank? What's going to work for you? And playing off of your teammates too. 3-1's the score. I'm doing my research, lads. I'll find out what's in the back of the cereal boxes. Don't worry, I got it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, it's been you know a long time since I've enjoyed a nice bowl of cereal with a prize.
truth be, it has for me as well. And as I look, there's like cereal box clubs, but I don't know if there is even gifts you can get from cereal. If there is, chuck it in the chat, let us know. Fun facts of the day. We'll talk about the game. You guys talk about cereal in the game as well, but snack while you're at it. Ooh, good start there from Prolific. Little sheriff in the face.
Yeah, starting things off in Prolific. Definitely one of the younger members of this squad and definitely a big fragger, so definitely expect some big things from him so far, but can't get too excited yet as Fun Snatchers now are going to be switching up this game plan, and they've been able to get all the way inside of A. They've been able to achieve that P Nasty again, just going to be holding the big long flank again. A very good position. And now it will be the Sova that is going to creep on through, so he should be able to find this line-up, and that's going to be the easy frag. Takes down Water Joby, and now an even playing field.
Where is everyone hiding?
Maybe even play field and give me the intel. Cypher, grab all the info possible. Oh, B Darcy pick up another one as well. 2 versus 2 here.
Cage triggered.
Anyone's game, but P Nasty seems to be another level. He has with this 3K. Give us a 4K, give us a feed. Denied by Venture, but round obtained by Fun Snatchers.
Yeah, these are getting closer and closer. I mean, I even think I saw Prolific was picking up a triple kill. And now, I mean, makes a bit of a reply back. I mean, that was a bit of a save round for them, so I think they should have money on the board for the rifles. So this is going to be a big test. Fun Snatchers have now been able to achieve a 3-round difference in their favor. But if TG can pull this round, this could really just shift how this game could go. But if Fun Snatchers can snatch this round away, this could really start making this a bigger lead than we were anticipating.
Indeed, and that's everything that TG don't need to start things off in this best of 3. Hunter's Fury lighting up P Nasty. The counter Hunter's Fury coming in as well from Venture, and Mr. Worldwide coming in hot and ready. Getting one, traded out by Link, and he's going to be up to the 4-on-4.
Yeah, actually that Paranoia doesn't actually land on him, but he still misses the shot. But now Fun Snatchers get back into the site. Vacancy is going to be open for the time being. Now, going to be pushing on through with Ooga Booga, going to be winning that duel. And now, Yasa going to be pushing on through from the heavens. And now, all of a sudden, it's just down to P Nasty on a 1-on-3 situation. We've seen him clutch before. Can he do it again? 11 HP, and he's stuck in A Link, and he needs to run. And that spike is diffusing very quickly. At this point, there is no hope for him to get this. So now, he's just going to see, can he pick up the frag? Oh, they're right beside each other, but it dissipates, but he's not able to make it work, and Prolific finds him.
TG getting themselves back into the game, back into the mainframe. 4-2, and Fun Snatchers, you're not taking our fun just yet at all. Who's casting the game? Let's give you the download. Semi-finals here for the TGS Open Series. I myself, Cup of Frag, joining the lovely Laz here on the casting desk. Hope you're having a good time so far. Chuck us a follow on Twitter, would you? Give us a follow, keep track of where we're going to be, and we'll be providing you the Valorant for TGS here and beyond. For this semi, $500 is in line for the winner, who's going to take first place. Lots of money all over the joint as well. Who's going to take this first map of the best of 3, though? That's the question.
Very close game, and even TG now. Like I said before, they needed to pick up that round, and they're able to, so Worldwide using the teleport, getting that spike close by, but Prolific going to be throwing the curveball. He's going to find it, but oh, he's not going to be able to win that duel. But now, a second chance, a second life. Water Joby able to find him. So now, the problem is slightly going to be adjusted, but they need to get that spike diffused quickly. But Link able to find it, and oh no! These players from Fun Snatchers are in the wrong position! They're not close by at all!
What?
One enemy remaining.
That's daylight robbery! 4-3, and TG not hesitating at all. And it's a phrase in CS and CSGO, don't be a loser by a diffuser, but pros don't fake. Pros do not fake in this Valorant realm, and TG almost evening things out. That's a kick in the jump for Fun Snatchers.
A very interesting round because you could see the Omen, I think that was Worldwide. He went in, got the spike planted, but Fun Snatchers, what they were trying to do, they were trying to push on through into C, so they were trying to do a bit of a pinch in the backside of it, but it just completely falls apart. I mean, TG were able to find that frag right away, and all players were close by where they could just completely defend that spike diffuser. A little bit of an issue, but no harm, no foul. Still in the lead. Now Link misses his shot, but he's going to try to fall back, see what he can make work of. He's able to get a second chance with this investment, and they're going to be pushing on through, and that jet dashing into his face, and that's going to be JD to take him down. Worldwide, already on top of A Tower, but he's finally going to get caught. Prolific finding him again, and Yasa finds him as well. Oh my goodness, this is just completely falling apart. Fun Snatchers, this round is snatching away from you.
slipping. It's 4 versus 2
Player
here.
standing.
All on JD, landing the one flickeroony, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to get it done at all. TG, we talked of some aces in the hole, some frags to be had that maybe Fun Snatchers hadn't prepared for. I think we're getting a dose of it right now. That's a couple of back-to-back rounds there from TG. They're looking to get into that flow state, lads.
Yeah, the flow now making it back to the 4-4. And I said this before, and I'm going to say it again, Prolific. Call me an analyst, because right now 11-6, and he's just pulling up very big. That was a triple frags for him last round, absolutely just running on through Fun Snatchers. So now they put themselves back in an even playing field. The money still on the board here from Fun Snatchers. That spike money definitely going out very well for them, but no ops. Still going to be Link that's actually going to holding that operator. But right now, TG can take this round away. There might be a chance that Fun Snatchers, they're going to have to save another round or two.
I think so. I think so if this one goes into the dumpster. Pushing up long C as well, so much confidence, and confidence is key. We spoke of that in a tournament like this as well. Grabbing one, Wolfie, Robbie. Ooga Booga, backside, holding ground, and it's the 3 versus 3 ever so quickly. These rounds, man, it's quick fire.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The amount of frag ability from the defender side squad really just flourishing right now. P-Nasty going to be playing the lurk. He actually lands the frag against Link, and that's very lucky. He actually does get away with it just on the corner. Using the cyber cage, he's going to be able to use the neural theft, so now he knows exactly where both players are. If he can find this frag, this is making it too easy. One-on-one situations, a curveball comes on through, but P-Nasty, he's fully blind, but now he gets a second chance at this. He knows at least one player's in the site. Oh my goodness, ring around the rosy, but Prolific going to bring the classic to work, and now TG picking up the 1-round lead.
They're getting ahead. They're going to get themselves ahead the first time in this game. They're playing catch-up. Ring around the roses, playing whatever game they have to. Anything you can do, we can do better, said TG. And getting themselves that 1 round ahead. Oh, good news on my research. I'm getting better at multitasking here. Mum would be proud. Lucky Charms just released a toy in the cereal, and you still can send off the cereal toys. So if you're wondering, can I still get toys from cereal? You sure can. You sure can. There you go. I feel better now.
I'm not sure if I should be impressed or a little bit sad that you know this, but I mean... But either
Probably
way...
sad, mate. Probably sad.
We're going to lean on that part, but I'll leave it for the chat to decide. But either way, another C execute comes through. Fun Snatchers going to see, can they make this work? Hunter's Fury going to be used now. That's going to be from Fun Snatchers. Still plenty of ultimates available from both squads. Link misses the shot. Can he make a second? No, it's going to be Unshaken and also his teammate to push on through, but Water Joby going to be close on by, and look at this. He might be able to find it, but the Cloudburst blocks off his vision. Now Fun Snatchers, they have the spike down. They're completely stuck in. Now even Prolific finds another. That's going to be able to run it back, and oh my goodness, how is this just going like this? And now all of a sudden down to 1-on-3 Kappa.
Crumbling. Fun Snatchers absolutely crumbling and shaky at the knees here. TG, through the fire and the flame, it's been devastating the way they've been playing, Unshaken. He's not even getting a stay in this one. Getting some crazy frags off the exit, and you love to see a nice 4K like that. But it doesn't matter, the round goes to TG. Objective is key, and getting it done. Fun Snatchers, seeing some aggression taking out those frags though. No, so close.
Yeah, just an amazing play. It's almost like a thing of poetry. I mean, right now, Prolific, 14-7. I mean, he was able to use his run it back completely perfectly. He was able to pick up a frag, still push on through, you know, a little bit of a tease with touching that spike, and then even through, he was able to get it diffused in time. He didn't go for the frags. He actually was able to get it down. Even though all of them were taken down, it doesn't matter at this point, but even Prolific again, being the thorn in the side, he's able to find the first frag. Link trying to see what he can make work of, but he's going to get taken down, but Prolific gets the trade back. He's completely popping off. He's just taking Fun Snatchers away.
He is. It's like a DM for him. Deathmatch. He's going to be getting nasty DMs from P-Nasty the gang at this rate. This is insane. I'm even surprised to see a player popping off this much, but you did mention it, and one to watch. I was talking about P-Nasty, but Prolific, Mentalist, and Yasu, another player to watch and all, but this is insane.
And even now, Fun Snatcher is going to be slowing things down, just hanging on a little bit more, see what they can find. I mean, they still have the spike in their possession, so got plenty of time to work with. 50 seconds still left on that clock. Now going to be able to get into garage, no problems at all, no contention yet for the defenders, but actually, it's going to be Prolific and also the Sova close on by. Water Jobby going to be able to hold it, but actually the timing could be a little bit of an issue, but Prolific finds the one. Can he make the two? He's got the curveball ready, finds it, and that recon dart not going to be able to give his position away, but they know exactly where he is. But look at this, he takes down 4. Can he make it the ace? No, P Nasty shuts down that highlight reel, but it's all down to him now on a 1-on-3 situation. He needs to do something, and time is completely not on his side.
He's in that position where you've got to have that
10
mental
seconds
fortitude to outplay your opponents. No armor, 70 HP, and a Phantom at the ready. Not much to be said about this one. Lucky if he gets away with the save, and he is going to, as it looks. Let's talk about this, lads. The first 20 seconds of
Last
every
round
round
in the half.
has been so frantic from both teams. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, this is just one of those showings where you have one of your teammates just, it's not like necessarily a carry, but he's definitely doing a lot of work. He's making some big impacts. I mean, definitely the score is 18-8. I mean, definitely a big statement, but he's able to get those first kills. He's able to find everything, and he just gets the right holds, and that's kind of the big difference as well. That's really just causing a lot of convulsion here for Fun Snatchers. 7-4 for TG. So if TG can make this an 8-4, this is definitely a good way to push yourself into that second half, but Fun Snatchers definitely can't take them out at all yet.
No, not at all. For TG, they must be feeling pretty hot right now. Talk of that, hot hands coming through out the garage window. Is security going to be sleeping at the commentary garage, though?
And this is one of the things we notice. I mean, TJ, they allow the garage to be open. They don't put much of a fight. Oh, the curveball. There's a little bit of a fake, and now another curveball, and he actually peeks on through, and he makes it. Second time is going to be the charm. Takes down Unshaken. Completely pushes back Fun Snatchers. Look at this. They completely retreated this plan, but instead now they're going to go towards A, but TG, they've given it up completely. They have nobody in the site, so this is going to be a free site for Fun Snatchers, and it's all going to be down to TG on the retake. Right now they have 2 ultimates still available. Link finally going to be able through, and he finds it somehow. JD, he's able to creep on through, gets it through the double draft. Oh, he might be able to make something sick, but no, Worldwide reads him like a book, takes him down, and that's going to be Yasa to find him back. And now the spike parry is going to go down, and all of a sudden now it's just Venture on a 1-on-3, but no Prolific survives with 4, making it 8-4. TG have come here to play.
This is way more of a showing than I was expecting for Mat 1 of the best of 3, let alone it's a semi-final. We're not in the final yet, but these vibes, these players be vibing, lads. They're feeling it right now, and I'm excited for the second half of Haven here. Goodness me. I'm awake now.
I mean, this, it's hard not to talk about Prolific and just the amount of impact and frags he's picking up, but completely on top of the server and just making it just work out so well for him. I was a little bit unsure what he was going to do with a Phoenix in this situation. We saw him doing a lot of work before with the Reyna, but I mean, even now, he's just been able to use Phoenix to the fullest capabilities and completely perfectly, honestly.
Really has been a flawless half for him. How's the second half going to look, though? And you do see that. Sometimes you can tamper off in that second half, and you were feeling it, and you're losing that vibe. With the energy he's got, though, I don't see that happening. I have a question. Fun Snatchers. Who's going to be the player to turn this round for them?
And this is kind of the big thing, too. Fun Snatchers, I mean, right now, we have to see if they can reset the mentality and not be a little bit shaken. But actually, Unshaken, it's not going to be shaken at all. Look at this. He's just trying to have a big duel, and he's able to take down 2. And that's a really good start. Now back to an even playing field again. TG. They're going to be pushing on through, so they're going to be able to get into this A site, but we can already see Fun Snatchers. I believe that's Venture is going to be close on by. He's onto the A tower. Yasa going to get this spike down. And that shock dart actually going to land very well. Does a pretty significant amount of damage.
It did, and Venture, what else you got up your sleeve, my friends? Another Sova in the server to remove. It's the slowest round I think we've seen yet.
Yeah, a lot of hesitation. That curveball actually lands very well. Prolific slows down, but Nasty gonna fall. Water Joby takes them down, and that's gonna be TG to pull through the pistol round. A round that should be going for Fun Snatchers that they absolutely need, but it doesn't pan out well. So that's 2 pistols now that we've seen go in favor for TG. And we'll have to see if Fun Snatchers can reply back with the eco.
We will, and I'm just to say, that's such a horrible round to lose there for Fun Snatchers, because that economically, they're definitely with the back foot. That double entry we saw from Unshaken there, coming out of long A, it went unrewarded. That's got to hurt.
I mean, the fact that you've been able to win all pistols so far in this match definitely is a bit of a negative, but we'll have to see once again. I mean, Fun Snatchers, they were able to reply back. Even JD, he's gotten already through a lot of real estate. Look at this. He's got a lot of positioning. Oh, but both these players close by. He finds the one. He does a significant damage to another. Now he's trying to see what else he can make work of, and he's going to be able to dash a second chance. Can he make it work? No, but Venture going to be able to take down Prolific. So already TG, they're not responding back at all, and it's going to be just decimation here. Fun Snatchers have now turned this table around. It's all just down to Link on the 1-on-4 situation, but he's completely spotted. Finds one, but that's going to be Venture to take him down. So we've seen Fun Snatchers pull through the eco again.
Teamwork makes the dream work, Klaz. You called it as it was. We saw JD in window, really looked out on a limb, looked out to lunch, didn't have anything to say, comes out with the jump burst, hides in the cloud burst as well, and cover fire comes from garage. That is how you do it, ladies and gents. You're seeing, how do I play as a team in Valorant? You're seeing it come back on the eco. 9-5's of course still a lot of work to do for Fun Snatchers, but as we mentioned before, they're no strangers to individual performance and clutches.
So now TG, a little bit of a Shiko buy, so some Sheriffs and some Ghosts on their hands, but we'll have to wait and see. So this is a bit of a, statistically speaking, this should be a round for Fun Snatchers, but can never count it out. Even Prolific now going to be taken down to 40. He does have the ability to heal himself, if he'd like to, with the Phoenix, of course. And he actually looks like he will do that, so now TG still playing it very slow, but a lot of control already from Fun Snatchers. The Reyna already pushed up in the back end of C, so now they can completely give it away. And now they can really put more attention towards Garage and now A.
Booga Booga getting right into sight here. P Nasty wants none of that and try and shut this down early. I think that will be key here for Fun Snatchers. They cannot let TG even get the part of that spike and get that economy advantage. Oh, Prolific. Epic performance so far. The epic one-tap with that Shiko as well. Another Shiko damage coming out. 3 versus 2. 2 weapons through and through for Fun Snatchers. This is looking a bit concerning for an eco there from TG.
Yeah, TG have done a very good job. They've already taken down 2 members from Fun Snatchers. If they can find more, that just burns that economy. But even now, JD going to take down the spike carrier. So it's going to be all down to the man himself, Prolific.
All right.
JD making things looking very fancy. Takes him down 9-6. So now they still have their weapons. Not too much of an effect on their economy. But we can now see that TG are going to be able to have enough money to get the purchase. No operators, of course. But we will see the standard rifles. I haven't really seen TG op a lot, to be honest. I mean, we did see it a little bit before with Link, of course. But I mean, a question if they're going to try to utilize an op on that attacking side.
That is a very good question. I'm not sure if they will, like, just because their trades are so damn quick. There's not even really time for an upper to be zoomed in to get that trade. They're looking for the tag and go. The tag and go. You do see the ult on Fun Snatchers. That's the only ult we got in the server right now. Not sure if that's going to be something that comes into play here. The op in the hands of Jet for JD, so most likely not for this one, but good to have that as a back alley strat if you need.
Now Link going to be dashing on through, so going to be able to get the spike down. JD going to get caught with a curveball, so now he actually goes for the big risk, but now he's going to have to push himself back. TG, very scattered, but now actually this is really good positioning, and Unshaken though does take down Water Jobby, so now he's able to push on through for a bigger flank. Going to make things a little bit more difficult here for TG, and that's going to be JD to be a little bit flashy, but it doesn't work out. Venture, the shock dart lands very well, and now all of a sudden we're just down to 1 player. Ooga Booga, he has to come up big. He's going for the spray, and he's able to get another, but that spike is still being diffused. He didn't get the spike diffuser, but it will be no problem. Fun Snatchers creeping their way back, 9-7, still 2 rounds behind before we get that tie game.
And we said about economy. Economy's still looking pretty good there for Fun Snatchers and the gang. And talking of frags, pretty even frags across the board. Every player in this server is chiming in and trying to get that job done. Full safe though, maybe the Shiko. Oh, hello. Change your heart. They're going for the buy.
Yeah, I definitely don't disagree with this. I mean, they've been doing a lot of damage They're taking down the frags. They're getting the spike down, so they have some of that bonus. So they have a lot on the pressure here, but even JD, look at this aggression. He might not expect this, but look at that. He gets away with it. And now it's going to be unshaken. He's going to be stuck inside the corner. He's trying to see if he can make something work. He's going to use the leer, but he's trying to find another opening, but he's able to. And JD, he's just able to assist him. Call him the archer, but now a little bit of reply back, and TG going to be using their ultimates. Yasa going to get the location reveal of the remaining enemies. He knows that one of the players is going for the flank, but he knows that two of them are CT, so they have plenty of time. They can make a decision. They don't have to be rash at this point, Kappa.
Don't do rash at all.
Cage triggered.
3 on 2. P nasty.
Oh no, that timing! Oh, he was not expecting Yasa to be like that. And now even the Hunter's Fury going to be used from Funsnatcher Venture. He's doing a lot of damage. He might be able to find the Sprag, and he is. And that's going to be worldwide to making it 1 round behind for TG. Still in the lead by 1. But what a good reply back.
That was touch and go for a bit there, wasn't it? Looked a bit shaky.
And this is, a big test. I mean, we were talking about, Funsnatchers, in my opinion, still the clear favorites in this tournament. But this is kind of where we see that teamwork and that roster being in so many different tournaments versus TG, where, a little bit new of a roster to my understanding. So this is a big test on that attacking side. It makes it a little bit more difficult. Communication is going to be absolutely critical. We saw them being a big force on that defensive side, but we have to see them do something a little bit different on attacking. And so far, JD has been very, very impactful with that operator.
Super impactful. P nasty getting the intel, getting the down low, and that's going to make him back out of garage and the go there. Unshaken as well, playing off a bit intel, knowing there's a couple of opponents that guard in the mid there. Oh, JD chiming in with his frags as well. 5 versus 2. TG looking a bit silent for this round.
Yeah, we don't really expect a lot from them from TG. I mean, at this point, they're just trying to see if they can pick up a frag. Can they pick up a weapon, something that they can use in the next round potentially? Even right now, Funsnatcher is taking a big play out of their book down from the first half. I mean, now they're putting the aggression against TG, and so far it's been working very well. You can see Unshaken. He's already in A main control, so Prolific, he might not expect him to be this close, and he's not going to find it. So now we have ourselves a tie game, and TG, they should have some money in the bank. Get those Vandals, get those Phantoms, whatever you want. I mean, they even have enough money for an operator, but it's a bit of a risk. I mean, you won't be able to get that full armor.
You are onto something super smart there. The 10,000 IQ. They haven't really used an op, so to bring an op into play right now, even if you're going to go for that glass cannon kind of feel, that could catch your opponent off guard. And JD, he's been dominating with that up on long C. It's a crucial play to be making it there. But look at this, he's switching it up. He's going with the unpredictable. He's gonna peek short A here.
Yeah, this is a really good play from JD. This is what you need to do with your op player. I mean, they have to be versatile. They have to run around the map. They have to be kind of that unpredictable, equation, right? So, I mean, this is where we have to see if it works out. And so far, it has been. Ooga Booga able to creep on through the dark cover. So the Omen versus Omen battle goes in favor for TG. The spike still going to be in the back of A main. So right now, Ooga Booga actually being a big lurk, a big distraction, something you don't always see from an Omen. And he's doing a very good job. Look at this. Funsnatchers, they've completely bit on this. The bait and switch is looking so good, and now they're going to be able to get into the site. And Ooga Booga still making more of an issue, and now uses his ult. Going to be able to get an A tower, and right underneath, actually. So this is a very good round from TG. Great map control.
What a deadly fake, Laz. That's a 10 out of 10 fake. Single-handedly as well.
One player makes Funsnatchers. They snatch on that bait, and now going to be in that retake situation, and now will be the paranoia. It actually does land. Ooga Booga still holding a tight angle. He sprays on through, but not able to find the frag, but he gets the damage. Dark cover going to be used, and now JD going to push from the A tower, but no, it's Ooga Booga still making more issues, and now he's spraying on through. He runs out of ammo. He's done his job. Can his teammates make it the successful round they need? And it's all down to Venture, but Yasa pulls up now and put themselves at double digits.
Funsnatch, they were chasing TG for a while, vice versa at the beginning. It's been a back and forth game for this first map of the best of 3. The way these guys are playing it, though, feels like a best of 1. They sort of get all the energy out in game number 1.
And that's a really good point, because it is a best of 3. We're not in BO1s, and this is where we talk about the gas tank, we talk about, you know, that dexterity, and can you push on through 3 maps? And it's, you know, if TG can take this map, I mean, this is Fun Snatchers. They've been in a series before, but the question will be if TG can handle going the distance.
Got that longevity. Keep it going. And we were just talking about that earlier on, actually, before we got onto stream, where
Joke's over. You're
you
dead.
play a game, you've had a good game, excellent, but you play that second game, it can be a completely different story, especially at this level of play. Not messing around here. Not taking out the running back, and he does. He grabbing 2, buy 1, get 1 free.
Remaining.
Oh my goodness. It was looking good, TG. Prolific used the run it back, was clearing a lot of angles. But, I mean, Fun Snatchers, they were just able to sneak on through and just reposition themselves and actually just kind of just backstab TG on that execute. And now we're going to be able to have a tie game once more. But money's still on the board here for TG. Only 1 player with an SMG, so not a bad way to go. I mean, a little bit of light armor for 2 players, but at this point, they can easily pull this round back.
As we have seen, it doesn't matter what weapon is in any of the 10 players of this server. Special things are happening absolutely out of nowhere. The opposite is deadly, not this one though. Hunter's Fury in the back of Unshaken, looking awfully scary, and somehow, some way, they're going to get out of the Long Sea Gardens. 4 versus 4.
Just fighting tooth and nail. Ultimates being used left, right, and center. Still have 2 ultimates available for Fun Snatchers. They can still preserve, not have to use it yet. But even now, TG, they're just running on through. They're not even going to sneak on this at all. It will be the ultimate used here from Fun Snatchers. They're actually going to be in the back here. Prolific finds the one. JD still holding it down. Trying to make his teammates have enough time for the rotate, using the Cloudburst to his advantage. And he's still able to find another frag. But Link finds back 2. Now making it a 2-on-1 situation worldwide on the 1-on-2 Cuppa.
Mr. Worldwide, don't choke on your water. I just did. Not what you want to happen in the 2 versus 1 either. Mr. Worldwide, big things to do here. 40 seconds. No spike to be seen on his radar. Where are TG going to put it?
Now even you can
30
see he's
seconds
actually going to be
left.
changing his game plan. TG, they're actually going to be advancing themselves towards that B site, but this is a bit of a misread worldwide. Oh, he's so close. And actually, I mean, I like the gamble, but right now worldwide, he could be in any position, and this is kind of the risky play here for TG. They don't know at all where he is. So the spike should be planted. Still a little bit of time left worldwide. In a 1-on-1, he actually finds the backhand of Prolific, and now all of a sudden it's a 1-on-1 situation. Gonna be Omen versus Jet worldwide. Can he pull this through? He still has a little bit of utility that he can use, but Link, oh, he's coming through the back. They might not expect him to be here. He's creeping on through. He finds it. Oh, but he's able to find the head in worldwide, anticipating outside of B. The wrong read, but TG. Bring it back to 11.
11-10 to score 4K there for Link, and if it's dot to dot, you got those things you did as a kid, or maybe you still do them. If I like my cereal boxes and the toys in there, he's connected all of them. 4 dots connected, and he's looking to go for more. On the brink here of that match point. Who's it going to be? It's been blow for blow, punch for punch, round for round on both sides, and it's been like a backyard brawl. It's like the Royal Rumble. That's coming up soon, by the way. As a wrestling fan, I haven't watched it in years, but these 2 teams, I think they have.
You're dead.
What is the rock cooking? And that rock is going to be right now the execute from TG, but actually they're going to just stay back. They're not going to try to advance themselves. They're going to play it a little bit more passive. Still the hold here from Fun Snatchers. A very slow round from TG again. We haven't really seen this a lot from them. They seem to get a lot of control early on, but this time they're a little bit more hesitant. And that's going to be Ventura. He's going to get that drone out. He's going to, you know, just get some intel and just do some scouting, get some camera angles.
Checking left, checking right. Not much to be said for his team's intel though. 50 seconds and Fun Snatchers, they're still at a loss. They're not too sure where TG are going to be.
This is probably one of the slowest rounds that we've seen so far from both teams. Even Fun Snatchers, they're not really advancing themselves at all. They're actually going to be grouped up a little bit more towards A, but now going for the long rotate worldwide. He's still in garage.
30
He
seconds
might be
left.
able to find them. Ooga Booga creeping on through. Oh, but he still wins that duel somehow. It looked like it was in favor for worldwide, but now all of a sudden, things are looking very beneficial here for TG. They're going to be holding down. They have control of garage. They have control of the site. And Fun Snatchers, look at this. They're completely clustered inside of spawn.
They're locked out. It's like there's a lockdown happening, but there's no Killjoy in the server right now. It is a 4 versus 4, but the lock we've seen from Ooga Booga, he's got 2 frags from garage just through patience. Just through pure patience there. JD not able to land that frag. He nasty grabbing 1. It's going to be to the 2 versus 1 here. Prolific. I don't know if he could be messed with in this game.
Prolific actually just doing a little bit of a jiggle peek. Now Venture, Spike, not really been in a good position, but Venture going to get off of it, but Prolific finds it. Now they put themselves at match point for map number 1. Now Fun Snatchers, we need everything out of the bag if you want to push yourselves to a tie game, going to overtime, but boy, money is going to be very questionable a little bit here.
Especially if you've had a map 1 of a BO3, yeah, the potential, you've gone to that kind of round for round territory over and over again. You've got a full send to OT, and the reason being, I think, for that psychological perspective, if ever you're in that situation, even for your matchmaking and your ranked as well, if you push it to OT, you're really putting everyone's mind to the test, and not everyone is capable of doing that much of one map. The tilts start to happen, and that's going to be the best bet for Fun Snatchers. Need to start grinding some gears, getting TG on that mental back foot. Start early for this best of 3s. Minute tick-tocking away. Fun Snatchers, they've got to defend with everything they've got to stay in this.
Now TG going to be playing very slow again. Something sinister is brewing. And Fun Snatchers, even now, a lot of hesitation on their end. Not pushing on through, not putting any aggression. They don't want any risk at all. And this is a little bit different than we've seen. And you know, at this moment, this could be the nerves. This could be a lot of big things on the mental side. But we'll have to wait and see now, as there is only one ultimate available, 2 still available here for TG. If the Cypher can pick up this frag, he's going to be able to use the neural theft, get that recon, get that information. JD holds the top angle of the box, picks up a very big frag, very impactful frag, and that's one of the top fraggers for TG. So that's a very big note here for Fun Snatchers.
Phoenix removed. I think that's round removed from the likes of TG. Venture, he hears all the stampede of footsteps on B. He's got to be nervous. He's spraying through.
How does that happen? Venture, he just run and sprays and he's finding them. And now it's just going to be worldwide. He puts that Bucky to work, picks up a rifle, picks up an op. Why not? 1 round away from either going to overtime or taking the map number 1. Boy, oh boy, we talked about a nail biter, and that is completely delivering right now.
FedEx delivered. What a showing so far. And 1 round between the 2 teams right up until that final match point here that we're seeing. It's going to go one of 2 ways. OT. Oh, one team's going to get map number 1 of this potential BO3 into their repertoire, into their bag. JD trying alternate peaks here. You talked about need to be dynamic. He's been doing a great job of that. Double peeking with Sova as well, but getting full blinded by that curveball. So off of that, they've seen the op, they've got the intel, and TG, they're getting the hell out of Dodge, lads.
Yeah, this is a really good note because, I mean, they found that JD is going to be playing towards A. So instead, look at this. They completely switched the gear and they're going to push on through to C. They take down worldwide, not even able to take down 1. That Stinger definitely packs a little bit of a punch in Ooga Booga. Oh, but the lurk doesn't work out. P nasty finds the back of him, gets the neural theft. So now he's able to get the cyber cage. He's able to get out of this position, has the camera so he can get a little bit more intel. Spike is down. So time is ticking right now for Fun Snatchers. And like we said, this could be it for map number 1. All the pressure for both squads.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness, but Yasa comes up big in TG. They take it away 13-11 for map number 1. They upset Fun Snatchers.
Crazy start to a best of 3. And we had so much pre-game talk of this. We've seen Fun Snatch in action before. They put in a great performance, but TG stepping up big there, lads.
I said it before. I mean, Fun Snatchers is one of my favorite teams right now. I definitely thought TG, the way we saw them in the quarterfinals, I was like, you know what? These guys could really do an upset. I mean, it is only map 1, so it is a best of 3, of course. But I mean, man, they took that away from Fun Snatchers. And I believe Fun Snatchers, I think that was their pick. I would have to double check, but that's a little bit upsetting as well.
You said it as well, Laz. Call you an analyst. Definitely so, fella. Calling it as it is with Prolific, with the curveballs out of the yin-yang. Excellent start to the semi-finals of this TGS Open Series, and we couldn't do it without any of our beautiful sponsors here for TGS. HyperX, just to mention one of them, and who else have we got helping put this on today, Laz?
Of course, we've got Monster Cat, so make sure to check them out. You can always get a subscription for, that DMC. I can't even figure it out, but anyways, so you don't get any penalties for streaming music, things like that. A lot of variety, really great service. And of course, TGS Game Plus. It is our making sure that we're staying active with the community. So we're going to be having headsets given away. So all you have to do, tgs.gg/YouTube. Make sure to check it out. But while we wait, we're going to take a short break, allow the players to get a moment or two to catch their breath, and we'll be back for map number 2. Don't go away. Welcome back, everybody. We're here, the Gaming Stadium, TGS, the Open Series, Valorant with your host, Frag, and of course, myself, Laz. And, I'm still, I can't get over that game number 1. I mean, that was, call that an upset and a half, honestly.
I'm pretty rattled from it too. I feel like I was on the receiving end of a lot of those frags. It was so intense, and let's keep it going. Let's see what we have to bring in to map number 2. I've just literally finished eating some popcorn. Exciting stuff here, and I'm enjoying every single frag I'm seeing. Last minute choice of the agents. Who's it going to be, guys? You gotta click that mouse 1.
I think the main question is, who eats popcorn for casting? That's the weird...
I've
just never heard that. I've never heard that before. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, I'm just having some popcorn before I commentate. I think that's the weirdest food I think I've heard. I don't know why. It just baffles my mind.
Off of that comment, I did almost choke in game number 1. So it wasn't a 1000 IQ play from me. Probably like a 1 IQ play on the caster front. And any casters in the chat, like, are you serious, dude? Yes, Laz. Correct. You're not a doctor, but call him Dr. Laz for this one. I will stop eating that popcorn. Why am I choking? Let's find out. 1 + 1 =, yeah. Not my strong suit, apparently, is what to eat at casting, but hopefully casting what the players are doing is something we can do a little better. For Laz, I'm joining here, myself, Frag. Feel free to chuck us the following on the Twitch, on the Twitter, and keep up to where we will be talking all about this game here. This one in particular, semi-finals, if you're just tuning in right now, it is game number 2 of this potential best of 3, and for both teams here, it's actually going to be a really, really big matchup. For TG, taking map number 1, that is something surely they kind of expected themselves to do.
Yeah, definitely a big upset. But I mean, before we get things started, we just, of course, want to give a big shout out to our supporters, HyperX, Monster Cat, and of course TGS Game Plus. And for anybody that doesn't know, HyperX is TGS's official gaming partner. I mean, you can check out all their amazing gear, such as the HyperX Alloy Elite 2, the Quadcast, USB microphone. They have everything, so make sure to check them out. HyperXGaming.dc or CA, I can't even talk anymore. But either way, we're going to get things started. And of course, thank you to our sponsors. And now, map number 2, and already starting off very well. JD starting things off with that frenzy, and it's already looking like a big cleanup. What's going on here?
3K denied the 4K. Yasta back in with the Killjoy. Back at it again with the Killjoy plays. No lockdown thus far, but it's going to be a lockdown potentially for him, being locked out of sight here in this 4 versus 1.
Just like that, will be the Fun Snatchers to snatch away this round, and only losing 1 person, so that's a very, very efficient pistol round. Not much of a reply yet here from TG. I mean, we saw them in the quarterfinals on the best of 1. They were able to take it pretty convincingly. So they don't pan out with the pistol, where we saw map number 1, they were actually able to win both pistols on both halves. So, could be the change here. Fun Snatchers looks like they still have a lot of fight left in them.
They definitely do. They've got the gas in the tank, plus a little bit of the nitrous oxide, a little bit that jet fuel on top of it. Map number 2, round number 2, Fun Snatchers all to do here. We have seen them, as we mentioned before, in many a final for other tournaments they will be playing in. Unshaken, starting things off there. Spike carrier downed and oops.
Neutralized.
One enemy remaining.
Fun Snatcher's able to take it now. Unshaken picks up a triple for himself, so a nice easy cleanup, a nice quad kill to make it even better for himself, and that's what we want to see, especially from an agent such as Reyna. And look at that, ult is already ready to go. The first ult in this match. 2-Zip and TG. They're going to have money on the board now. They should have plenty to go for the gun round. This is now going to be the bonus. The JD, I believe, actually does have... I think I saw him with an operator. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I saw the... Oh, there you go. There it is. I wasn't sure if he'd gone for the refund on that, but aggressive cat play already. Getting up so early, so risky, and that shows how desperate Fun Snatchers are to just put this one straight through and full send for the victory here. 2 rounds to them so far. We did see him go, I think, 5-1 up on Haven, and somehow, some way, TG were able to turn it their way for their game. Ooga Booga grabbing a frag. That's going to put Fun Snatchers on the back foot here.
Yeah, this is really just kind of becoming a big nuisance here. TG, they're actually getting pushed back, but now JD is still holding the tight angle. Spike's still going to be in good possession. It's going to be the Leer that's now going to be activated and actually works out very well. Link able to find 2 in the back, so now they get the site control. Only 2 remaining players left here from Fun Snatchers. Venture going to be very close on the tower. His teammate going to be able to push on through right behind, so they're going to be playing together. He's got a big weapon, and he should be able to pick up this Vandal if he wants, but instead he's not going to go for the door break, but he's just actually going to go for the spam. And even this is looking a little bit slow here, Kappa.
It is looking low on the retake. Not too much to be said of this at all, aside from are they going for a save? Or maybe a couple of X's there. That won't do for Venture. Be nasty. Spectrum 1. Can he spect 1 or 2 more though? Big question. But only damage for answers. 20 HP here. And those shock darts sending him packing for round number 3. TG coming through, getting the entry. Ooga Booga's been doing a very good job on those off picks there and starting things off in a great fashion. TG getting themselves in the scoreboard.
Thanks.
Yeah, so they finally reply back. The gun round works out well for them. So now Fun Snatchers, we'll see what their investment looks like. So they lost that operator. So it's going to be a big question. I mean, they should have enough money for the rifles, but even now, TG, they have the opportunity that they could potentially bring this back. And like we said, they were able to pull through a very big victory in that best of 1 in the quarterfinal, where they just ran through their opponents. And even now, making still a bit of a nuisance here.
That tension is that Sofas on both sides just trying to, or both teams I should say, trying to assess the situation, get that GPS, get that UAV-like vision. All to Jobby. Big task for him here. Timing is everything as well, seeing poised. And that's something to mention in Valorant. Timing with your teammates is essential. And that's something that Fun Snatchers, they've really got to now continuously. You've seen it so far. TG though, I've got that sneaking suspicion, Laz, that they're in this for blood.
Yeah, another slow round from TG. So this is something we didn't see before when we watched them on Ascent. And now looks like they have a few lineups. Water Jobby. Ready, willing, but not going to find it. Worldwide actually going to start things off, find the first frag, and actually that's going to be JDB a little bit more aggressive. It doesn't work out well for him, but it doesn't matter because the teammates, they're going to be able to reply back. And now Water Jobby, he does have good control. Prolific finds a frag all the way in the back of B. So now it's going to be if he can escape with this. He does have the spike, so he should be able to hightail it. He's only got 16 seconds left. A very risky way to go, but he's able to make it work. So they're going to be able to get the spike down. But now this is where it's going to get a little bit interesting because it's going to be the post-plant situation. 2 of them remaining. They have the ult available for the Reyna. Only it could be Reyna on Reyna ults.
Empress on Empress. Heard them both fire up. Getting their engines started and revving before they go into sight. Water Jobby.
Oh, that's so big, and he's able to find Unshaken. And now all of a sudden, Prolific versus Venture. Their head is just peeking a little bit, and Venture gets the spray down, and it will be Fun Snatchers. They don't make it look very convincing, but they're going to make it do.
getting it done. Stylish fashion. Right down to the 1 versus 1. And Reina just looking up to the sky there. Don't know if you saw that on your screen as well, Les. That's a new one.
That's a new one, definitely indeed.
I think that's a round that's going to potentially put TG on a bit of a save there. Not seeing any purchases coming through or anything worth too much a mention. Maybe a sheriff.
Yeah, very a little bit of a dicey buy. I mean, Fun Snatchers, like we said, this is kind of that moment where they just want to see if they can just burn that economy a little bit here. Even now, will be JD just going to push on through. He's got the sheriff. He might be able to find this. He's able to. He finds the back of Yasa. Takes him down. So now, he's gotten some good control of the main Unshaken. He's actually popping off. He finds 2 more, and he's been a big menace so far in this second map.
He definitely has. He's turning up and going ham when it's needed. Must win here for Fun Snatchers to stay into the semi-finals of the TGS Open Series. Oh, to Jubby. Also, falling Unshaken. He's getting over 4K. I think it's his second 4K this game, lads. He's the Yasa of this ascent here.
Yeah, he really is. And this is kind of the thing you need, especially from a player like Reina. She can definitely bring a lot to the table, especially if you're the driver that's just fragging out. It definitely makes it a little bit easier for your team. And right now, things are looking pretty groovy for Fun Snatchers. 4-1. TG now finally gonna have money on the board that they can put to see a fight of. But now the Jet Will does have the op, so actually it's gonna be 2 ops available on the board from both sides, Fun Snatchers and also TG. Op on op duel. We'll have to see who can prevail.
We haven't seen that yet at all. You've mentioned where the ops at. JD's where the ops at. Taking Link out the equation, and I assume that would have been the Jet with the op. So JD able to capitalize.
It's gonna be Yasa uses the Killjoy lockdown ult. This is a very good placement because they're gonna still wait it out, but actually will be JD still holding it. He's not gonna let that affect him at all. Finally, Prolific does get a response back. Going to be using Devour, and he's able to find another frag. So that's a very good frag indeed, because that's going to be the op taken down from Fun Snatchers. Prolific, he's going to be the backstab. He's going to try to go for this flank. He could potentially go for it, but he's holding the fort. And now all 3 players, Prolific, again, he's able to make it triple. And all of a sudden, it's just going to be Ooga Booga to retaliate back. And now 1 remaining player. I believe that's going to be P Nasty. It will be the Cypher holding it. He's got 2 more players to go against. He's going to be spotted with the recon dart. Oh, this makes it even more difficult for him. Things are hard, and now it's even gotten worse.
88 HP though. He's got some armor on his sides. He's got step on the gas right now though. He's not going to be able to do it. Landing the 1. Traded out for the opposite on 2 for Jubby. Locking down sight. Using those shock darts to its premium use. And it's going to be 4-2 score here. Fun Snatchers still in the lead. Still a few rounds of buffer. Oh, and I see an Odin potential for Fun Snatchers. Considering some strat options, Laz.
Yeah, we definitely, when you see an Odin, you know it's going to be in the hands of the Sova. You get that recon dart. You kind of just have that easy read in B main. But instead, actually, it looks like they're going to pull back on that plan, so they're not going to actually use that. But now TG putting all their attention towards A, so they're not actually going to have anybody towards B at all. And look at this aggression. That's going to be JD. Tries to use the Blade Storm to the advantage, but it doesn't work out. But Venture instead is going to be able to make it work with 2 frags with that Hunter's Fury. And now, all of a sudden, it's just down to Jobby by himself. A 1-on-4 situation. He's got the HP. It's going to be the drone. It's going to be able to spot him out. That recon bolt actually lands as well, and that's going to be Venture to venture his way to a triple. Now Fun Snatchers 5-2.
That was sick from Venture. You gotta love the use of a decent Sova. We're just saying about Sova's essential role on the map of Ascent, and you're seeing it right live in the server as we go. 5-2 to score. Fun Snatchers able to switch things up there. They had that play playing off the ult with Hunter's Fury, and it's gonna get the job done. TG, what's going to break this up for them? What's going to start to break the ice for this game? Seem to have a bit of a tough time getting off ground zero.
Yeah, definitely not the start that we saw before in the quarterfinals, but Fun Snatchers really bringing that fight to them. And a lot of no fear. I mean, we you know, I was kind of wondering if Fun Snatchers were going to be a little bit shook from that map number 1, but instead it looks like it's kind of fueled the fire a little bit more and not really making much of an issue yet. Still 3 rounds of the difference. Prolific going to be holding it with the Sheriff. He's not able to land the frag. P Nasty able to escape, and Unshaken picks up another frag. And all of a sudden now, Fun Snatchers in themselves on a 5-on-3.
Not ideal. Not ideal at all. If you're going to be on the side of TG. Anything they can get here, though? Good to turn things around. Not in this case, though. 5 versus 2. Alter Jobby,
Last
Sheriff.
player standing.
And he's going to be the solo Sova Sheriff.
1 will be the loneliest number. We'll have to see if it can do. Sheriff in hand, really not much to expect at this point. Trying to pick up a frag, but no. It will be worldwide to take him down 6-2. TG now should have the money for the rifles. Should have enough for the full armor as well. And at this point, one of the biggest things that we noticed from map number 1, or sorry, from the quarterfinals, is that they were very aggressive. They seemed to really just put the foot on the gas, firing on all cylinders, and I wonder if they want to try to go for it. Do they want to put a bit of a risk on this now? Try to put some more pressure towards A. They've kind of really changed their game plan so far against Fun Snatchers.
They have, and that's banging it on the head, mate. That's exactly what they need to do. Come out the gates hot, kick down what they did before, and rinse and repeat. It does have to be complicated. You don't have to do these crazy mental strats of all the utility combined. It's that simple leer and breach and enter. That is what was happening before. We've got Prolific on the Reina as well, so it's more than achievable. But Fun Snatchers aggression, the counter aggression, not the defense, but you'd be shocked to hear that. It looks like they're on the attack for this one.
And this is one of the things we're noticing is that from Fun Snatchers, it is Unshaken, and he's actually pushed through long A every single time in TG. They just can't take him down. And that's a problem because right now the Reina, you can use the Devour and just get that full armor and heal yourself while you pick up the frag. And even now, the Jet's going to dash across. It will be JD just holding it, but actually completely reads Link like a book, takes him down. JD finds another frag, Unshaken. Just going to be holding it. He might be able to get the backstab. He might be able to find these players, but he thinks somebody's close by. But instead, actually, both players going to be towards Market now. Prolific trying to see if he can lead this charge. See if he can find that opening that they
30
need.
seconds left.
They have a lot of bodies to take down. You can see even now they're creeping on through. He spots the Pixel, but he's just not able to land that frag. But instead, he's going to take some damage. And JD makes the triple. JD trying to look for more, but Venture helps him out. And Fun Snatchers, we're seeing a whole new team right now.
We definitely are. Reinvigorated from the ending of that map number 1. Didn't go their way. Doesn't mean they're done for the day, though. And that's how you know a team is made of those solo clutch players. They've been around the block before. Another one. They want to get these rounds linked together. And 7-2 to score. What a convincing half. Super convincing.
Yeah, this is looking very well for the defensive side. 3 ults available. Will be Unshaken. He has his Empress available at hand if he'd like to. Got the Neuro Theft and even Unshaken again. Look at this. He's able to get free control. How does this happen, TG? And they don't even respond back, and he's able to get 2! You cannot allow that to happen.
He's stealing their wallet right in front of them. He's flipping it into their pocket. Looks like he's going to get a 3k here, potential 4k. He knows there's one cat. Is the last player. Is Yasser. Sheriff for him with the light armor. And the 4k, I believe the third 4k for Unshaken. He doesn't have any shake in his shots at all. Confidence just oozing from his Vandal. And I think most of his frags have been headshots as well. So what else to say apart from this guy's, he's been in Name Labs, he's been practicing.
Yeah, definitely change of the gears, change the sails. I mean, now we were talking about Prolific on map number 1, and now look at this. Unshaken 19-3, running through, completely has his team on the back. He's just bulldozing TG completely. Now he's going to look for more, and he finds another frag. He's able to just take him down. This is just unbelievable. TG, we don't have that fragging power worldwide with 2 one-taps. That is absolutely disgusting. And all of a sudden now we're down to Ooga Booga on the 1-on-5. He does take down the 1, but my goodness, he's got a tall task, but Unshaken, he's going to make TG shake a bit more because now it's 9-2.
Last round before
Criminal.
the switch.
Absolutely, that's illegal in a Valorant server. If a player's peeked somewhere like 4 or 5 times and they're pushing aggressively on defense, they tried that 5-man peek, and you know what? That's the recommended. Okay, if he's gonna peek, we're gonna punish that peek. And Shaker's like, no, you're not. I'm gonna punish you.
The one thing I just, we're noticing is that TG, they keep trying to go for the A. So I don't know if it's them being stubborn or something like that, but I mean, right now we're noticing they just try to keep going up from it again and again, and it's just not working out. They haven't really put a lot of pressure on B, and now they are going to try to change up the gear, get away from that plan. Link, be able to dash above JD. P Nasty finds one, so now things have changed a little bit here. TG, they finally get themselves in the sight. Oh, worldwide. He gets another one-tap before he falls, but Unshaken, look at this. He's just like, you know what? I'll make things even better, and I'm going to take a triple. Unshaken. Oh, my God.
Triple, quadra, triple, quadra. He doesn't care. He's like, you know what? I'm ready for the frags. I'm made of clutches. I was born the clutcher. 10-2 at the half. Fun Snatchers. I mean, Team Unshaken. I mean, Fun Snatchers doing a killer job here. 24 in 3, Laz. 24 in 3.
And this is, especially with that agent as well, I mean, that's the best combination you can have. I mean, you have your Reyna, you have your strong duelist just running around, picking up frags. It looks like the guy's just on a whole other level right now. He's just, like I said, he's just bulldozing this team, and they just aren't able to frag back at all. And worldwide, he's been able to just be that big assist, especially for an Omen, really just causing a lot of commotion. But even now, TG, my goodness.
I have the spike.
It's a good mention actually on the Omen combo that's peaking with Reyna. It's almost like a breach with the duo ship there. I like the flash, but coming through with all the Omen you kill, I'm learning a lot here, and I think it's going to be TG learning a lot of how to get wrecked by Reyna single-handedly here. JD coming through with the frenzy, coming through hot yet again, and it's all going to be on Link.
Link. We've seen Link save Princess Zelda, but I don't know. This is looking like the big boss. He's gonna have to pick up 4 more before he can make anything work, and he's already taken significant damage, 23 HP, and now even Fun Snatchers, you can see they want to push this. They're hungry. They want those frags. They've already had 10 rounds. They're gonna be pushing themselves to 11. Link gonna be coming on through, but JD gets the frenzy now to put themselves 11-2, and Fun Snatchers. My goodness, I'm speechless.
Crazy, absolutely crazy the way they're pairing up here, and deadly duo, deadly 5 of Fun Snatchers. TG, they took the spotlight, they took a top banana, that top position for map number 1. Map number 2 though, Fun Snatchers, they do not want TG to have a word edgeways. They don't want them to have a say.
And I actually did just get a little bit of information. I was talking to Prolific a little bit just to get a little bit more intel about TG, and they actually are SFU's collegiate team. So, so it makes things a little bit interesting, and they're definitely doing some good pride. I mean, right now it's not looking like the proudest moment for them, but I mean, there are map number 2 against a very strong team like Fun Snatchers. But we'll have to see if they can pull through somewhat of a comeback. Yasa push back a little bit here. Water Dobby does find one with that stinger. Look at this. They're just looking for what they can find. Oh, they're just going to be running on through smokes. Gets that frag. Prolific finds the one. And now Venture, he's spraying on through. This is looking a little bit greasy here.
It is looking greasy. Get it done. Whatever it takes. 3 versus 2. This is an eye for an eye every single time. We're having an entry on site here. Another one from T Nasty. He's got the 3K. He's going to have to go humongous here to make this one count. Venture timing that one perfectly in and picking up his 2 frags to get them onto match point. 12-2. 1 round between Fun Snatchers and the last of this best of 3 for the semi-finals. This is a crazy turnaround, and it goes to show 2 teams that have made it this far, both made of that pure fire here, and we can hopefully see what Fun Snatchers have in the tank for this last round. I don't think TG have got any more to say here, lads. I think it's GG for this one.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit stagnant here from TG. I mean, right now, we just haven't seen them be successful in any of their executes. They are not able to pick up these frags like we saw before. Map number 1 and Fun Snatchers just being so resilient, and they've just been able to pull through a massive lead, and now they put themselves a match point for map number 2. We'll have to see, I mean, if TG want to push on things through, but they got 10 rounds to go for a comeback or for the overtime, but now will be Fun Snatchers to get that B main control. It is just going to be Water Jobby by himself. He's got the Guardian, 12 bullets. Can he find the heads that he needs?
Can he click the heads? The one tap necessary. The screen with the server. Blow for blow here though. 4 versus 4.
Planted now. Fun Snatchers able to get this control. JD finds Prolific, so now he's still creeping on through. Going to be very aggressive. He's able to take down the Killjoy. Able to find another. Venture helps him out. That's going to be the Huntress Fury. He does land that frag, so now it's just down to Ooga Booga by himself, but that's going to be Unshaken to shake up things and making it to map number 3. What a huge win with 13-2.
So you've won map number 1 as TG, and then Fun Snatchers are just right backhand across the face. And actually, we're going all the way. That's going to be pretty humbling for TG, and Fun Snatchers feeling a bit of an ego boost as they go into that last map there.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the one comment I was making. I mean, Fun Snatchers, they've been around for some time. So the fact that they were able to pull things back in that kind of a fashion after they lost map number 1, boy, I'd be a little bit nervous if I was TG, but this could be a good mental reset for them. Map number 3, they kind of threw it away. We'll see what they have in store for us. We are going to take a very short break. Don't go away.
And good day to all, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. Cover Frag and Laz coming at you here for the Gaming Stadium's open series here for Valorant. Hoping a good one so far. And we're having a cracking set of games in the matchups we've seen at this moment. Quarterfinals been and gone. Semi-finals where we are right now in a BO3. And not only in a BO3, the last map, the 3rd map of a BO3. Not something you see every time this happens. And Fun Snatchers versus TG. Who's going to win it, Laz? Who's your take?
Man, this is a hard one. I mean, we saw TG. They had a pretty big nail biter at map number 1, but really, I think I would consider that an upset, to be honest. And I mean, the fact that we saw the retaliation back from Fun Snatchers on map number 2 with a 13-2 win, I mean, this is a huge question mark to me. I think a lot of people are still putting their money on Fun Snatchers, of course, but you know what? Never say never. We've seen some pretty big things from the collegiate team here from TG, and things can go a long way here on this 3rd map.
Prolific popped off with Phoenix, as we saw in map number 1. I think it was a 24 bomb just at half time. So if that can happen again, and Prolific's going to go head to head with P Nasty in the gang, I think we could be in the run-in for some fire. So brings the fire to the TGS arena and to all the sponsors that are going to be putting this on. And first of all, I give a massive thanks to HyperX, TGS official gaming partner, for the exciting HyperX Alloy Elite 2 mechanical gaming keyboard, to the RGB HyperX Podcast S USB microphone. HyperX has it all for you. If you want to check out, explore the catalogue and see what they've got up for grabs, hyperxgaming.ca, great place for you to get that from. Monster Cat also a really big sponsor here. And let's talk about this for a little bit as well. TGS Gamer Plus Rewards. What's that about, Liza?
So it actually rewards the community for being active. So for every week until February 2nd, we'll be giving away 2 exclusive World of Warcraft Shadowlands HyperX headsets. So all you need to do, pre-register for any event, comment on a video, talk about us, talk about whatever, talk about my mustache. I don't really care. I mean, tgs.gg/YouTube. Make sure to check it out. And now we are finally here. Agent selection has been commenced. Bind is the map. Fun Snatcher is going to be starting on attacking side with TG going to be on that defense. Yeah, man. I mean, we saw it before them on defense, and I'm kind of wondering, could this be the silver lining for them, Kappa?
Very good question, brother. We've seen many a crazy match here, or a crazy fight. I'm curious to see well. So complete agent game.
Scanning ahead.
Yeah, we even have a breach as well from TG, so a little bit different, and I was kind of expecting to see something like this, but I mean, it's coming right down to the third map that they decide to change things up. And like you said, very interesting. Raise as well, so it makes me wonder. They got some plans up in store, but even now, it's going to be the Fun Snatchers going to be snatching away this A site. They're going to be pushing on through, but they haven't fully committed to it yet. They are close by. You know, I was debating if they were to go through the TP, but instead they are going to go for the full plant. So now TG already down the back of the boards with 3 players remaining.
They are. And you did see
Revealing area.
4 versus 3. Fun Snatchers looking in a good spot for this one.
Yeah, they have a really good post-spawn situation. They have a good buddy system going on, but it will be Yasa to actually find the one. Unshaken going to reply back. P Nasty able to take him down, and each member, they're able to just decimate through. Takes down TG pretty convincingly. Not a lot of flaws that we saw here from that attacking side. Doing a very magnificent job on the post-plant situation. Even now, we saw this before, TG, they were taking pistol rounds away, but now things have really just turned the tape. I mean, now Fun Snatchers, they've been able to be very successful on their pistol rounds.
They have been. I was going to make a good mention as well for those in the chat and give a comment on how often use the Frenzy. We mentioned it earlier on, the Frenzy use of Fun Snatchers. It's almost like their trademark now, lads, for pistols. We always see one of their players, and it's not anyone in particular, wreck at least 2 or 3 people with a Frenzy. Nutty.
Yeah, the Frenzy's definitely been kind of that big playmaker in the pistol rounds, but now they're going to push on through. Water Job, he finds only 1, but he's able to reply back. So now you can see the attackers, they're a little bit backpedaling, but now looks like they're going to just fully commit to this. No defensive players close by. 3 remaining. Will be both the Raise and the Breach that are going to be close. JD going to be that first point of contact. He's going to peek on elbow, and he's, oh, this is a good position. He might be able to find them through the smoke. Oh, he's just going to walk right on through. Oh no, but he's hugging the corner, and he goes for the spray, and that's going to be Yasa that's going to take it down. And all of a sudden, Link by himself, he's not able to help his teammates. So this should be the mop up here for Fun Snatchers.
It should be indeed. Maybe a cheeky exit here from Link. Hit it on the head, but way Fun Snatchers play. Sure. Ooh, bit of damage inflicted again. So things looking worse and worse here for Link.
Yeah, Link right now, this is just survival mode. He's just trying to see what can he find. Can he pick up anything at all? But no, GD will find him instead.
3k adding to the stat, padding him, and making that ego grow and grow. 2 rounds for Fun Snatchers, round number 3 on the docket. What's up next here for Fun Snatchers? They're going for that bonus round. Looks as though that might be the plan there. Some stingers, a couple of specters being chucked from left to right. They're feeling confident here enough to not go for that full buy.
Yeah, they're going to use this for the bonus round, and this is kind of where you want to see, can you just test the waters, use what you have, try to just burn that economy down. So a very standard play that we see right now currently. So a lot more pressure here for TG. They can see you have the Vandals, you have the Phantoms out. It will be Link to actually just hold this down by himself. He's going to get caught with the recon bolt, but he's going to try to go back for another fight for whatever reason. Unshaken takes him down. You can already see, and that's going to be Ooga Booga to find only the run it back frag. He's not able to take anybody down, so the Phoenix stays alive once more, but Ooga Booga taken down finally, and Unshaken. He's been able to get 2 now entries into this site. They're going to be able to get this spike down. No defensive players close by to make any sort of a stop to it right now, Kappa.
What is Venture doing? He's got the spike there, but most certainly not too much from TG to put a stick in the spokes of Fun Snatchers. Coming through super hot, with hot hands and everything from Showers. And Unshaken, giving a few lessons to Prolific and everyone. How do you use Phoenix? 4k, let's do the ace. No ace. Oh.
No ace will be for Unshaken, but my goodness, I mean, he is definitely pulling up some big statistics. And I mean, I'm just, you know, just some basic research. I mean, you know, as an average, you know, he has an ADR of like 149. I mean, it's just pretty much picking up a frag around essentially. I mean, he's last map, we saw him just pulling up triples and quads, like everything you can think imaginable. He was able to make it work completely. And this is just looking very scary right now for TG.
It is. Quadra coming out super early in round number 3 there from Fun Snatchers. We've seen a 3k or 2 as well.
Revealing area.
TG they've been a little bit quiet, to be honest. Lions haven't seen that much mentionable. Still very early in this half, but even so.
That's going to be Unshaken again, finding that frag. So, putting the duelist role to its fullest flourishing. So, going to be pushing on through. Yasa actually does find the head of JD, but now Link, in a very good position. He might be able to find somebody. He might be able to make a bit of an issue, but no. He's going to go the long way around, and Unshaken going to be on top of the tube. He's just going to be holding it down. I don't know if he spotted that, but yes, he did. So now he's going to go for the full spam, but that's going to be Prolific. Puts the Bucky to work, takes him down. Now Link still creeping on through, and he gives his position away. He's not able to retrieve the weapon. A little bit too late, and now it's just him and a Bucky to make things a little bit more worse. Not what you want in a clutch situation, and that's going to be Fun Snatchers snatching away a 4-zip so far.
Yeah, not ideal. It's turns like a Left 4 Dead situation. You've got low XP, you've got a shotgun, and you're just going to try and shoot from the hip and land as much as you can. I think there's a new Left 4 Dead game coming out. I had an alpha key for that. I didn't get a chance to play it. But enough for Left 4 Dead. We're focused on the world of Valorant right now for the TGS Open Series, where we are at this moment. These teams have been grinding all day. 19 teams were in the mix here, and these two, they have earned their spot in the semi-finals. 4-0 Fun Snatchers. Is this going to be the game that takes them through to the finals?
Very well could be. I mean, now everything on the line. Map number 3, Fun Snatchers really just getting the rhythm back. Not losing any of their swag. 4-zip. And now TG having a 2-3 setup, but in favor for the A site. So typically we see 3 defenders play towards that B, but instead they're going to switch things up. So they're definitely anticipating Fun Snatchers to put a little bit more presence towards A. But right now, instead, it will be the opposite. A bit of a misread comes through. The Ray's going to be close on by. He's going to be inside a hookah, leaving it just to Water Jobby by himself, holding onto the B elbow. Not really having a great crossfire from both players. We'll have to see. They might have something in store for us here, Kaba.
They may have something spicy available. Unshaken giving a nod of approval. Yes, we do. Spice is nice. He's doing very well with his entries. I think he's almost 100% for his entry frags here. And looking like another 100%. Check mark, checkmate. 5 versus 4. You can't mess with him this game.
Yeah, Prolific actually finds a big opening, uses the showstopper. He's actually going to be able to use it, but he hasn't launched it yet. Unshaken, he finds Yasa, takes him down. And even now, JD going to be stuck inside the corner. Prolific still alive. He's still in hookah, holding that ground. They got the spike down, but now the spike is going to be retrieved. Nasty finds a nasty headshot, takes him down, and all of a sudden it's just down to Ooga Booga, and his teammate will be the Jet, a 2-on-4. And the question will be, do they want to go for this, or do they want to save this investment of these rifles?
Super good question. That's the questions that an IGL is going to have to answer here. Looking like the save is the option. I think that is the best option. The lockdown of that post plant from the Fun Snatchers is been pretty uncontestable.
Yeah, we need to see something a little bit different from TG right now. We're seeing that Fun Snatchers are getting a lot of control really early on. And this was a big mistake that we saw on map number 2. We're still kind of allowing Fun Snatchers to do that. And even look at this P Nasty just lurking around Link. He actually gets spotted with a recon bolt. This is not what you want, because look at this Fun Snatchers. They're completely on the hunt. He needs to stay alive, but Nasty again and again, the lurk plays pans out very well. They lose that $5,000 investment. So this is very dire for TG.
3K there for P Nasty as well, and everyone's chiming in here. 7-0. No, I've not been fragged yet, said P Nasty. That's always a good feel, isn't it, lads? Like, untouchable. You can't touch this.
Yeah, 7-0. I mean, he's been able to pick up some pretty crucial frags. I mean, Unshaken, of course, is, you know, been getting those entries, getting into those sites, and that's exactly what you want on that attacking side. But P Nasty has been a very, very good lurk, especially with the Cypher, which you kind of expect. But, I mean, we don't always see it be very successful. But right now, P Nasty is just making it look very easy.
Link here, trying to get aggressive. Be aggressive, not going to work for him. He's being punished, in fact. 5 versus 4 immediately, and Bladestorm being shut the heck down. Unshaken, he shut everything down as well here. JD Venture, the whole gang here for Fun Snatchers. Team Fun Snatch, and 4 players remain. All again for poor Water Jobby.
And this is kind of what we were saying in the, the pregame. We were talking about the experience from Fun Snatchers, a big roster, a lot of talented players, and of course not taking anything away from TG, but the experience is definitely behind Fun Snatchers, and we're kind of seeing it now. TG, they were able to take map number 1, but now when we go the distance of a best of 3, that's where you get tested completely as a team. And right now, Fun Snatchers, you can see they've kind of got the wind in the sails, and really right now it's looking like smooth sailing.
Super smooth sailing. Mental fortitude to Fun Snatchers. Big brain plays for days. Ooh, Link holding that angle with the operator, determined to get those entry peaks in. We did see a lot of that on Haven. We did see all that on Haven in Tubby. TG, they really were having a cracking game and just trying to reinvigor that kind of vibe for this match. And it's a must-win if they want to go to the finals. There's no, oh, I had a bad game. No one cares. You've got to step up to the plate here. Savages on the internet and the savages in the Valorant server as well.
Yeah, this is the one thing we're noticing from Fun Snatchers. They're able to get a lot of control at Bathroom, and finally some retaliation back from both players, Waterjobby and Prolific. They actually find openings now. And this is something we haven't seen at all that they've been successful with, but P Nasty, instead of the lurk, he's now going to try to be that entry point. Instead of the neural theft, so going to get that intel that he needs to know where his foes are. Going the cyber cage down, he might try to push this, he might try to find that opening. It's not going to make the noise, but look at this P Nasty, full confidence. Instead, he's actually going to push back a little bit now. A little bit hesitant as he thought maybe it's not worth the risk at this point. Down in numbers.
Exactly, not able to get for that 100% trade. Not worth a go. Still, small bracket 2. Tripwire Zara.
Enemy remaining.
Gonna
Oh
work out
my
super
goodness.
well.
Worldwide just taken over. And now Prolific, 17 HP, 2 members to go. He's going to use the blast pack, but it's not going to work because Worldwide will find him. 7-0. The closest round we saw from TG just snatched away from them. And this is looking very grim for the TG squad.
Oh boy. That was a 4 versus 2, lads. I'm pretty sure it's a 4 versus 2.
I mean, that's that's the thing, and I mean, it just it looks so good from Fun Snatchers. They were just able to get a lot of control. They were able to just kind of pinch their way inside that site and getting full control of elbow from Worldwide. That was definitely the highlight of that round. That was the big difference maker.
Superior plays here from Fun Snatchers. Could say TG, bit of a bind right now.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Back and gonna do work. Unshaken taking 2. Worldwide chiming in for another. There's a 5 versus 2. Hunter Fury coming from Waterjobby, trying to do what he can, and he's never going to finish his last burst of the Hunter's Fury because JD says, "Put that weapon down, mate. It's over."
Yeah, just no openings at all. And now Ooga Booga, 1-on-5 situation. He's got full armor, he's got full HP, he's got the ammo. But now he's got 5 players to go against, and he's gonna find P Nasty. The lurk finally gets taken down, completely stopped, but he's gonna have to push on through a dark cover, taken down to 30, and that's gonna be Venture venturing on through, and now that's 8-0. Fun Snatchers, they look like they want this grand final so badly.
Surely not like this. TG have come so far. They've had some valiant efforts to clamber into that comeback, but Fun Snatchers, you said of experience, Laz, and that's exactly what it comes down to at this point. We've talked of online versus LAN, but simply, if you're just focusing on online plays, if you've been playing for a good set of hours, and you're not used to playing for that extensive amount of time, with the team that you're set up with, I think it's a situation for TG here. Newer team, newer roster, great players, excellent talent. Just having a hard time here in this third map of this best of 3.
Yeah, very good analysis. I mean, that's kind of the difference between pushing the distance between those BO1s. And earlier on in the tournament, a lot of the matches were BO1s, but now that we're in the semis, that's kind of where the shift comes in. The best of 3s make a big, big difference. Putting it all on the line, it has to be spread out now. It will be spread because Fun Snatchers, once again, they're able to get a lot of control. Prolific only has the Sheriff in hand. He's going to be caught by the Paranoia, but it will not matter because it's just going to be him and his teammate close
player
by.
standing.
And oh, he actually gets caught with the TP fake, and now Ooga Booga by himself. And really, this is going to be the mop-up from Fun Snatchers, pushing themselves 9-0 unless we see something absolutely ridiculous from the
Spike
Omen
planted.
player.
1 versus 5 ace. Stranger things have happened, and it will start with a judgment. Judge to the phase for 1, Venture removed, Sova out the equation, but 4 players still in this situation.
And even now, he's just creeping on through, waiting for the dark cover, but now he's going to be completely exposed. He finds another one. Unshaken was very lit. He actually doesn't even try to pick up that rifle. Instead, he's going to keep the judge in order, see if he can find something at all. He actually does a little bit of damage to JD, but no harm, no foul. And now, Fun Snatchers pulling through a magnificent lead, 9-0. I mean, something we haven't really seen. Map number 2, I mean, they were pulling away quite convincingly, but TG, these rounds are not even looking close at this moment.
No, it's like you've got a sprinter and you've got someone going for the long race. The sprint is definitely going from Fun Snatchers. TG trying to play for that long game, as it would appear, but it's just not pulling through. Link picking up an operator. But you want to look at the money, look at the econ, and Dulce, thanks for providing all the deets, all the stats here in the spectator department. Money is not a problem for Fun Snatchers. Safely safe for the rest of the game, lads.
Gun here.
Worldwide going to be starting things off, getting that pick. So now Prolific going to be trying to do a little bit of a change. He actually finds JD, so that counter aggression puts them back to the 4-on-4 situation. A frag that's absolutely needed. Now he's going to be able to have the showstopper available for him, the only ult available for TG. Whereas right now, Fun Snatchers, they still have the Hunter's Fury, they still have the teleport from the Omen. We'll have to see what they can find, but Prolific, he's not even able to put that into use at all. He's actually going to get spammed right in the corner of the wall. So now, the ultimate, it's completely out of the playbook.
That is such a psychological slap there. Doing everything you can, holding the angle, and you get wallbanged. Come on, have some mercy. 4 versus 3.
Spike
TG,
planted.
big order here, massive order.
And even now, so now it's going to be a pickup from Worldwide. Takes down Link. 2 players remaining, the Breach and the Sova. Yasa stuck in the corner. He's not able to escape. I think they have the sights locked in on him, and P Nasty finds ahead of him the Headhunter, and now Water Job, he's going to be by himself. Heat phase completely given away, and Unshaken, they run right through him.
Bulldozer, clean up on R3, whatever way you want to put it. It isn't even about being BM or being a salty caster. It's 10-0. The stats are going to give you the answer that you need. Don't even need to hear me talk. 11-1. That's the frag to death ratio. The KDR of P Nasty. Mental. Absolutely mental game here, and they're looking to continue through, have no mercy for this first half. And if the first half was to close out, even if it was just a 10-2, that's such a hard one to carry forward for a second half if you're TG.
Get out of my way.
I mean, this is a moment where TG, like, this is so frustrating because right now it's 10-0. Your mentality is just completely shifting, and I mean now it's just a lot of frustrations. And look at this, confidence is looking good. JD, Blade Storm after Blade Storm, takes down 2 players. Look at this, full gonna go for 3. He's not able to make it 4, but he's able to run right through these guys. And TG now a 1-on-4 situation. Prolific has the stinger, but I don't know if it's gonna have enough to sting 4 players here, Kappa.
Even if he was, I'm sure there'd be an EpiPen on site, not even able to get the stinger into play. 11.
Last round
Nothing.
in the half.
TG, surely they've got something in the tank here. Still going for that last round buy here. Couple of light armors, even no armor on the Ooga Booga. So if you want to understand what's the troubles they're having, everything is a problem right now. Fun Snatchers, they're not allowing them to have any fun at all, and not allowing one head to be clicked. This is bananas.
Yeah, this is just complete mayhem. I mean, right now, it's a thing of beauty that we're seeing here from Fun Snatchers. And I mean, when we were talking about them, they're definitely a team that we put on the top favorites in this tournament. And we're seeing why. I mean, right now, 11-0. Map number 3, they took map number 2, 13-2. So right now, I mean, Fun Snatchers, they're only 2 rounds away from taking this whole series home and pushing themselves to a grand final.
How intimidating would that be? If you're a team in the finals and you know a team 13-2, 13-0 the team potentially, crazy stuff here. JD not looking to lay up, grabbing one frag. Gonna get jugged on the second though. P Nasty picking up another. It's 4 versus 3.
It will be the shock dart that's going to make the connection. Water Jobby trying to hold back and be stuck in the corner of elbow, but that curveball, it finally connects. He's able to turn away, but he's running out of ammo, but he's not got enough to take him down. Unshaken runs on through, and now all down to one player. A 1-on-2 situation. The ammo going to be reloaded. He's got 100 HP. He has no armor. He needs to find these players. That's going to be the blaze ball that's coming through, but that's going to be Unshaken to take him down. And now we are on match and series point here for Fun Snatchers.
Out of the first half. Let's underline that, lads. The team just storming through here, breaking windows, kicking doors in,
I need a drop. Cheers.
robbing the bank in broad daylight. This is insane for Fun Snatchers. TG still fighting tooth and nail, taking these rounds, the 1 versus 2s, the 1 versus 3s, doing their absolute darndest to make it happen. But if there's a pistol round that counted, this would be the one. Must win.
Yeah, there's no turning back at this point. TG, you want any sort of a fighting chance at all, and I mean, fighting chance is probably being a little gracious. I mean, they need this. Like, there is no turning back at this point. Fun Snatchers, they could take this pistol and they could have a 13-0 sweep, and I don't think we've had many of those so far in the tournament, especially in these later stages, but we'll have to wait and see. And even worldwide, he does get a little bit of a location of his foes, and he's gonna get caught. He's taken down to 22, but now he's gotten a second chance to survive. Prolific going to be pushing through into lamps. He's got the frenzy. He's got some armor. Will be P Nasty going to be holding this down. He's able to take him down. JD finds another. P Nasty spamming on through, but it's a little bit too wide, so the spike will go down. But it finally a little bit of retaliation back here from TG cover.
TG might be back in this one. It's 2 versus 2. Keeping it neck and neck as we go down to potentially the last round here for TG. All the pressure's going to be lying on them. And TG doesn't want anything to happen. It's a 13-0 in the semi-finals. Fun Snatchers absolutely rickrolling TG. And TG putting everything into that one. A great start for them on Haven. Not able to convert on map number 2 or 3. GG.
Yeah, it's a thing of absolute beauty. Fireworks going off here. 13-0 for map number 3. You never really see that very often, but you know what? Hats off to Fun Snatchers. They're able to respond back in very strong fashion. And of course, you know, you have to give a big shout out, of course, to TG. I mean, a very young team, very new team. I know there's a lot of chatter like, who are they? They're actually SFU's collegiate team. So for them, this is a good learning opportunity, and they played a very strong opponent here.
They definitely did, and plenty more action. Look out for them coming up later this year, most certainly. Prolific popping off early in that best of 3, and we did see some action in the quarterfinals as well. So GG to both. TG most certainly were the underdogs, undeniably, in that matchup, and they put their money where their mouth was for some of that best of 3, and you're right, many lessons to be taken from that, and we'll see that converted in the rest of 2021. Enough of the semi-finals, though. We will have the finals coming up very shortly. So take a time out, do whatever you need to do, and we will be back very shortly for the big final of the TGS Valorant Open Series. Howdy partners, what's going on? Welcome back to the TGS Open Valorant Series here. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. And these two teams, they've had a crazy weekend for this Saturday. Fun Snatchers taking on the TLP Academy. Let's talk about this, lads. What have we got coming up for this grand final?
So before we get into the matches or just any of the analysis, let's talk a little bit about our sponsors. So going first, we want to thank, of course, HyperX, TGS's official gaming partner, where you can have the Alloy Elite 2 mechanical keyboard, HyperX Quadcast microphone that's USB compatible. Make sure to check out everything on their website, hyperxgaming.ca. And of course, Monstercat, where you can get a lot of good stream-free, making sure you don't get the DMCA strikes against you. You can have a lot of good content as well, so make sure to check them out.
No one wants the DMCA action against them. And of course, TGS Game Plus. Make sure you're keeping your eyes peeled. Go to tgs.gg or to YouTube to check out how to get your hands on the HyperX World of Warcraft Shadowlands headset. Pretty tasty, super rare. And talking of a tasty game, it's just it. It's straight into the act, wasting no time at all. And if you can stick with us the whole day, thank you so much for joining us. This is going to be worth the wait. And talking of how the players are rated, what I was about to say next. We've got Radiance, we've got Immortals, we have got some big aimers in this server right now, lads.
Yeah, we saw Fun Snatchers just completely bulldoze TG in the semifinals, where we saw with a big map 1 upset. But I mean, talking about a little about TLP, I mean, this is their academy team. So this is a very, very young roster. I believe most of the players are actually 15 and under, so a very young squad on the board here. MLG Anakin, shout out to him, of course, giving me some details. And they've been in the grand finals many times against Fun Snatchers, so a little bit of rivalry, which is making things a little bit more interesting and a lot on the line here. And it seems as though they always find themselves in these kind of situations.
Here.
Really does make a difference, and with that focus on making yourself to a final, I don't know if it itself really. You're an academy team. I don't want to say the word new, but you're a newer team, and compared to the experience of a team like Fun Snatchers, they really are doing a great job here and super promising things. So keep an eye on the TLP Academy. One to watch.
Now back onto Ascent we go. Map number 1, of course. Best of 3 for anybody that is curious. Fun Snatchers starting on that defensive side, and already JD starting things off. Now you can see TLP, they're going to be pushing on through, but Crown's not going to be able to make it through that door as Venture takes him down. Spike finally gets planted. Fun Snatchers, though, they have all 5 players remaining. TLP backs are completely against the board. They have not many players remaining. It will be the Phoenix just on the other side of the smoke worldwide.
Oh.
He's going to completely kiss him, but it's going to be Venture to find them, and that's going to be the clean sweep. And Fun Snatchers, they take the pistol round home.
Kiss of death up there in heaven, sending him down into hell, and 4 players survive for Fun Snatchers. And again, guys, if you're wondering, this is a best of 3 for the final that you're looking at here right now. So if you're to lose this one, maybe Ascent isn't TLP or Fun Snatchers map, don't worry about it. You've got a bit of chance for redemption. And it's always nice as a player to have that in your back pocket of like, guys, doesn't matter if this one isn't ours, give it your best, do what you can, and move on from there. But focus on the here and the now. Fun Snatchers taking pistol rounds. What we got here for TLP? What's the play going to be?
This is going to be the interesting piece right now because they don't have a lot of money, but instead they're actually going to go for the investment. So they're going to put the Stingers out, and they're going to actually push on through the A site. Fun Snatchers completely allowing that to happen, so they're going to go for a full retake setup. They're going to let that spike get planted, so the money bonus comes in favor here for TLP, but now it's going to be a matter of how many players they can find. And Fun Snatchers, they're actually already going to going for the big flank, and Worldwide finds Crown. That Crown going to be passed off here to the Omen player because Dre going to throw the curveball, and he actually doesn't spot him, but oh, the Omen, he's playing on the corner. He actually gets caught with the paranoia, but he throws a curveball back, but that's going to be Worldwide to decimate him, and now P Nasty finds another, and all of a sudden, it's just complete mayhem, but Angel, he's going to ascend to the heavens as Venture takes him down, and Fun Snatchers, no harm, no foul, take it 2-zip.
Super fast retakes from them as well. When you talked about that, give in the retake to TLP Academy, put them in the power position and say, hey, you can have it, and they're going to take it right back there. 2 rounds of Fun Snatchers. Spike did go down though, and that was a pretty good force there from TLP, considering they did lose the pistol.
So now this is going to be the bonus for Fun Snatchers. So this is where they can keep those light weapons, try to see what they can find, see if they can damage that economy a little bit more for TLP. So a lot more pressure now for TLP to win this round. Otherwise, things could be a bit more dire. TLP, they want to keep all their players alive as much as possible so they keep that investment intact. We'll have to wait and see at this moment.
Time shall tell. A's going in hot with the Sheriff. Taking a lick of damage so far already and hasn't even seen an enemy body in sight. And look at this aggression. Raider. I think that's Unshaken, I'm not mistaken. It is, of course it's Unshaken. Grabbing 1, Stinger, yes please, grab the 2.
Unshaken trying to see if he can bring the classic, but it will be Haunt to take him down. I was mistaken, of course. This is the Sheriff light purchase from TLP as they enforced the last round. This analysis, but you know what? AZE going to be finding 1, but P Nasty will be able to reply back now. A 2-on-3 situation. TLP, they've done a very good job to get a lot of control, and that's going to be Dre to find the head of P Nasty now. And that's going to be Haunt to reply back also. So now, this has really just been a big tail of the tape, and it's all down to JD. He's got the Blade Storm activated. A 1-on-2 situation. Cloudburst going to be used. He's got the dashes available as well. The updraft, he wants to use it. but he's going to push on through. But both players are going to go for the peak. That was looking a bit sketchy, but it will work. TLP pull up through with the light purchase.
I saw the potential of the Bladestorm Kolak coming up there, and I think that's what JD saw in front of him as well, but the tea leaves were not read correctly if that was your prediction. 2-1 to score. TLP Academy are going to get themselves off of that goose egg nice and early. TLPA, if you will, another abbreviation.
I think Anakin will let us say TLP. I think that's fine.
Okay. Thank you, Anakin.
We can just say TLP. Well, we'll just say, I mean, I'm sure I'll get spammed by Anakin, so he can tell me I'm right or wrong. But either way, we're going to say TLP. But now the full gun round does come through. TLP should have the money in the bank, picking up that last round. A bit of an upset and a little bit of a misplay from Fun Snatchers. And now we're going to see it will be Angel to creep on through. I believe, Angel, you were mentioning, is the IGL for the squad.
That is the news on the street. And he's not missing the beat so far. Dre, though, taking a slap from the op there. Super unfortunate. Snap coming in from JD. Chiming in from Unshaken as well. Grabbing one. Going for the 180 for two. It's not going to work, though. 3 versus 2.
The operator still stays intact now. Fun Snatchers going to be pushed back. All 3 players are going to be on the top of A tower. Hunter Theory going to be activated. AZE uses the showstopper, but he uses it a bit too early. He's not able to find anybody at all. AZE on a 1-on-3 situation. Spike will go down. Recon Bolt is going to catch him. No, but he's going to be able to get spotted now from the jet. So he's waiting for these players, but now location is revealed. Oh my goodness, but JD tries to get aggressive. The Venture takes him down. And Fun Snatchers, it's not pretty. But man, it will definitely do at this moment. Fun Snatchers pull it up 3-1.
I want to talk quickly about TLP there, yeah? For A's, his post-plant versus the 1 versus 3, for him to even get that 1 frag on Jet was sick. And the way he played Generator there was something to take notes on. Really good plays.
Don't worry, Cuppa, we have gotten manager approval for TLP, so we don't have to say TLPA. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. That was too much. Thanks, Anakin.
But it will be the Sova from Fun Snatchers that will have the Ares in the hand. And you can always see that for a little bit of B main control. TLP now will be putting more attention towards this A location. They're going to try to see if they can hold A main, but Haunt actually will find the head of Worldwide. So that's a very good start for the attacking side. They're able to open things up, but they don't have to rush this. They don't have to go for it right away, but instead they will fall back now. You can already see that. So Fun Snatchers, they have no idea whatsoever on what the plan is, but this is a difficult position to be in because now the defensive side, they're going to be completely scattered. Having it a 2-on-2 split, as you can see, JD going to be on top of the catwalk with the operator in hand.
So aggressive he is. Hyper aggression, perhaps, but it'll be a good situation with that operator in hand. Just poised around those corners, peeling around best he can, and here comes the Execute. Brimstone lining up.
Joke's over. You're dead.
On his wrist pad, getting everything sorted. Clearly he remembered the pin for it this time around. 5 versus 4, DLP. Absolutely devastating force here. Fun Snatchers, they didn't know how to respond. They definitely weren't expecting that, lads. You're right.
They completely deflate the defense, and P Nasty, you could see he had the cyber cages up. He actually was using it for his advantage, but he was just taken down immediately. The dash from the jet from TLP was very, very crucial to land that frag. And even now, JD is going to be spotted. So this is a question if TLP want to go for this hunt. I mean, the money is not the greatest for them, but if they can take down JD, that's a big investment loss. And we saw before, JD has been an absolute menace with that operator so far in this entire tournament.
He's been a devastating force, hasn't he? So to remove that, I think that's like that's removing a player for the next round if possible. But in that light, economy-wise, yeah, TLP hurting a little bit. Have to save their pocket money for the next round and save those weapons for another dome and another click. Saying that though, Laz, they're getting spicy. They're going for this. They're clearing everything.
Yeah, we talked about a spicy final, and I think we're going to get that delivered here. And there's a lot of history between both teams, a lot of grand finals, a lot of the last mark to see who can be the victor. 3-2 in the score, still in favor for Fun Snatchers. Now the money looking a little bit dicey here for that defensive side. They might want to work around that op as much as possible, and that's kind of what we're seeing. Unshaken going to go for the investment with the Vandal. JD still has that op, of course, and now it'll be a question what they want to purchase with the money. Like I said, it's low. You're really scraping for what you can find.
Scraping the barrel. Get whatever they can. Sheriff in hand is P-Nasty as well. So things not ideal here for Fun Snatchers. Caught in that awkward econ area. TLP really turning this one around. Not the best start for them. And that's things are getting better and better. Dre fragging out there, the Vandal.
We saw Unshaken before. He was doing a lot of damage in that semifinal, but now JD, he's going to do some damage, makes that connection. Venture gets the shock dart as well. So now we've lost 2 TLP members, and this is looking a bit unfortunate for them because now they're going to have to fall back. They're going to retreat from this B hit. So now what they will do is regroup together. The spike going to go all the way around through attacker side spawn, being a little bit more safe. Dre, he's going to see if he can creep on through into market, see if he can find a connection. He's going to be able to. He takes Unshaken, so that's a very big frag, very big powerhouse to take down. And now things have gotten very interesting, Kappa.
Super, super interesting. Back to the 3-on-3. TLP trading by name and by nature. Come on,
Oh my goodness! That's incredible.
That's special, lads. So special.
Spike planted.
That is such a big play. I mean, the fact that he's just able to push on through, takes down 2, and now all of a sudden TLP bringing it back to a tie game. JD back to what he has to do. He needs to save this operator. It's a lot of money, a big investment, a lot of responsibility. I heard it once from Spider-Man, but he's going to need to save it. So he will be able to survive. None of the players from TLP going to go for this push at all. So instead, they will just anchor the site, play it very safe at this point. And now we have ourselves a tie game.
Spidey sense definitely tingling there for JD though, Laz. You're right. He's got to be switched on, and this is confirmed a point where TLP, you've got to be going for that exit. You know this operator's being saved. JD's been getting frags almost every round. He's been getting at least 1 frag, and just to know, he got a collab with that first shot on his operator there. It just legged raised, but that damage did give those 2 frags. Somehow, some way, JD is going to be able to bank the operator for this one. But looking at the economy, things are looking a bit bleak there for Fun Snatchers.
Yeah, this is what makes it a bit difficult, right? Because Fun Snatchers, they have that operator, and you kind of wonder, like, let's go for the full investment. We need to buy out. We need to spend our money to work around it. You don't want to have all that responsibility just in the hot seat for JD. Instead, you want to see if you can contribute back. So TLP, they've done a very good job to put a lot of money grind against Fun Snatchers. Even now, JD, he's taken down to 39. There's no agent that's going to be able to heal him. So now he's lost his armor, so he's very low. Skin of his teeth. And now TLP, they've started this off very, very well so far.
Great comeback. The comeback king so far brings it back to an even game. That recon dart, getting all the intel there. Spectator definitely doing his job. Dulce keeping track of all those recons, and that intel didn't give too much for a push. Still the 5 versus 5, 1 minute, tick-tocking away. Where are TLP going to play?
Very slow round from TLP, so now what they're going to do is group up, go for the full execute. They still got plenty of time to burn. They do have 2 ultimates available, Sova and also the Brimstone. You can see the Brimstone smoke's now going to be landed. It will be AZE to push on through, throw the pay cans, but it will be JD find that frag, and AZE trying to find the opening, trying to find the entry that he can do as the raise, and he's able to, but it's going to be Dre to actually land it instead. And now this is looking a bit dire because all of a sudden now it's going to be JD to pick up 3. He had 39 HP, and now he's got 5 and picks up a triple. This guy is popping off.
Definitely popping off. You talk of, is it worth the save for an operator, and you judge that man that's saving it? Definitely not. He saved that for 2 rounds, got an odd frag, but he really turned it into a killer round there when he needed to. 3K, triple, over and done is 4-3 Fun Snatchers.
Full investment once more now. TLP, plenty of money in the bank. No operator going to be in their hands at all, so instead they're going to go for the straight rifles. Even now, JD's still holding that op for him. Will be the recon bolt that's going to be used on Shaken. Actually going to get pushed back now, and there'll be the Hunter's Fury that's going to be activated from TLP. Doesn't make any frags, but it does push these defenders back a little bit more. They're positioning a little bit all over the place, a little bit scattered, if you will. And even now, TLP, they're going to completely hightail out of this situation, run all the way back through attacker side spawn. They're going to reset the execution and go back for that B hit that we've seen before.
Worldwide He better be worldly. He's going to have the years here, surely. Grabbing 1, 2 would be nice. He's got the opportunity for so many more. What can he do?
Not out of the woods yet, but worldwide, he's definitely going to be able to find them. Hunting his opponents down. TLP already down to 2. It was looking good, but JD, he's able to get the spike carrier, and all of a sudden, it's just down to Haunt by himself. 1-on-5 situation, but he peeks a bit too late, but the shot is missed. But now he needs to take down more. He's spraying on through, but JD, he switches guns, and he picks up another triple for himself, putting themselves 5-3.
Great movement from TLP. Just at the end there, just to somehow get the hell out of dodge with that last engagement. Not going to be enough with movement alone. 5-3. Yeah, another 3K. So many big plays in this tournament today, and it isn't team plays, it's individual performance that we're seeing. JD taking the cake so far, 11 in 4, man. He's almost at 3.0 KDR.
Yeah, he's actually completely just shifted gears completely. I mean, we saw JD doing a lot of impact frags, not picking up as many like we have seen so far versus TLP, but he's really putting that off to work, and we've talked about it time and time again. An operator can definitely shift the way that a team plays, and right now it's just working very well for Fun Snatchers. AZE going to be blast packing his way, shoots the showstopper, not able to find anybody at all. So unfortunately, the ultimate will be wasted. Will be the spike that's going to get planted from Angel. Now we have ourselves a 5-on-5 retake situation, Kappa.
So much happening, yet no one's been fragged yet. 10 players in the server. Poised and ready is Horn. He's looking to haunt his opponents. All the abilities available with Worlds. It's such a risky peak. So risky.
And all these players from TLP, they're completely grouped up outside of main, but it will be Haunt. He's going to haunt the dreams if JD takes him down, but Venture, he's able to get the reply back. They get spotted by the recon bolt. They're now going to try to go for it once more. 3-on-3 situation, but these players, they're completely stuck. The spike is getting diffused, but that Molotov, it lands perfectly. That's good placement. And now the time is ticking, but that's going to be Crown to solidify this round. TLP come up big with Crown, pull it through.
Such a sick play. I just said individual performances, I take it all back. That round, excellent team performance from an academy team. TLP pulling through. That was a wicked watch. And talking and taking notes, and you're wondering how you play Ascent, right? I'm taking notes. Lads, you're taking notes. What a play.
Yeah, and the one thing to note too is, I mean, Crown, I think him and Angel were, the bottom fraggers right now on the team. But that triple pulls up absolutely big. It was the game-changing round. I mean, the fact that he had the lineup for the molly landing right on top of the spike, that solidified them to keep that round. So a huge play. It doesn't matter necessarily about the scoreboard. Plays like that or it absolutely matter in a game like this.
And that's something in competitive FPS and tactical FPS. It's common undervalued, isn't it? Oh, that guy's having a bad game. He's not fragging. He's losing it for us. Not at all. Crucial frags, and crucial frags are going to be the name of the game there for TLP. Those lineups, sick. And this is sick stuff here from Rob White, grabbing one and done. It's all he's going to be there. Dre, trade him out as Phoenix.
P-Nasty can creep on through, but actually does find the head, and now Venture lands 2 with the Huntress Fury. I don't know how that works, but we'll take it. And now AZE by himself doesn't have the spike planted. He's by himself. A 1-on-3, the door. It's getting a little bit of spam. But even now that recon bolt actually does miss, so it's not going to give that location away. Fun Snatchers, they have the right read, but it's going to matter if he can pick up these frags. But AZE takes one before he falls. And now Fun Snatchers 2-round difference here.
Every single round is tooth and nail. Back and forth, back and forth. 6-4's the score. Who's in lead for this one? Technically Fun Snatchers, but TLP are close on the behind. Their economy, though, it's not looking so hot at all there. You've got the Sheriff, you've got a Stinger, 2 judges. I don't even think we're going to see an AR. We're not going to see a Vandal or a Phantom.
Not looking the greatest now. TLP still has their 1 ultimate. Of course, Fun Snatchers with their Cypher. Neural Theft is available if they'd like to have it. JD going to be switching up the position. TLP running into a little bit of a trap. And now they're going to still push on through. Perseverance is now commenced, and P-Nasty finds that opening frag. The Cyber Cages being a bit of a nuisance now for TLP, but they're able to push on through. It's complete mayhem. Someone needs to take control of this. And right now, it's completely even across both boards. But it will be Venture to find now 3, not 4. But it will be Angel to pick up the 3rd. And he's going to get the spike down. But he's down to 2 HP.
2 HP in a Vandal, and that wallbang is going to do him in. Worldwide taking that intel. He's lit, 148. That'll do. That will do. I was going to say for TLP's playstyle, they seem to capitalize in the chaos, lads. They seem to go into these crazy, frantic situations, and they're coming through with a lot of frags. Unfortunately, not to get that round. The Odin spray down is going to be too much to mess with.
Yeah, that's not something you typically see all the time, but TLP, I mean, they definitely kept on pushing. They didn't backpedal. They just kept trying to fight in a really good round, considering the terms of the weapons they had. Their inventory, you know, not the highest of caliber, but now they will be able to now see one more time in this last round of the first half to see what they can make work of.
Decent first half here for TLP to come back from what like the jaws of defeat. Fun Snatchers in the lead right now. And let's be honest, underdogs here are going to be TLP. The Academy team putting up a massive fight so far and going toe-to-toe with Radiant.
Oh, and that location reveal actually just became the backstab that was worked against Fun Snatchers. You saw before earlier in the semifinals, they kept pushing through that A main, but right now TFP they actually pushed that back. So Fun Snatchers not able to utilize that at all. And even now, Venture going to hold on to Catwalk, and TLP, once again, a little bit of a fake, but this big play from Worldwide, he's got a lot of information. He's already pushed on through. So now, Fun Snatchers, they're aware that TLP are going to be committing towards this A hit.
TLP got the advantage. This could be the moment to shine and really clear out the last round of this half. Wouldn't that be beautiful? 4 versus 3. Blood still being inflicted to be shed from both teams. 2 players though, TLP, they're looking pretty lit.
Yeah, these players need to come alive. Jet going to be surviving red now with the HP, but AZ takes down Worldwide, so all of a sudden P-Nasty, Clutch Master himself, can he do it? No, it will be AZE to reply back, 7-5. So now what we will see is switching over half. So both teams now switching sides, of course, so we'll see Fun Snatcher is going to be on that attack with TLP now playing the defense. Match point, of course, 13 for anybody that isn't fully aware of the game rules of Valorant.
Thanks, Les. I'm glad you're here.
Pro tips, no problem.
Hey man, it's good facts to know. Not everyone's someone to watch Valorant if you just joined for the first time. Thanks for joining us. Plenty of action here at the TGS Valorant Open Series. $500 for the winner. Whoever's to take that, time shall tell in this grand final. First of the best of 3, and so far, this really is a neck-and-neck race. TLP are going to be switching things over to the defense this time around.
P-Nasty now. Gonna hold it, but look at this. The defensive players pushing on through the smoke, and actually Crown will find the better of him, wins that duel. So a very good start, something you don't typically see for the defensive side to get those opening frags. But now a little bit of reply back with JD. The good positioning that he's in that window room, takes down 2, and all of a sudden now we're on a 3-on-2, making it now a 3-on-1, and it's all just down to Worldwide. We'll have to see, can he be exclusive enough to take down 2 more players from this Academy team?
He's got to be
my goodness! Oh, I thought he almost landed that burst fire on the other player as well. The Molotov gonna land, and he's trying to be a bit more aggressive, but Crown comes alive and pulls on through the big value for his team.
Second 3K for Crown as well. Excellent effort from Worldwide. I thought that jump burst was going to be a collat headshot. I thought it was too, lads.
Yeah, it almost looked like it. I mean, I saw he did the jump burst. It looked like I saw 2 things for, you know, a headshot, and I was like, oh man, this just got extremely interesting, but instead, I guess it just was the animation from the one player. But nonetheless, I mean, TLP, they reply back. They need this round to making it to a tie game. But we saw before, Fun Snatchers, when they lose that pistol, we have seen them pull back and win the eco, or the light purchase.
And you talked of aggression, and unruly aggression coming through. Again, Angel with the Ares by a second round. Excuse me? Excuse me?
And look at this. How does Crown get all the way up into mid? So he's got a lot of real estate up for grabs. And now Fun Snatcher's going to push on through Haunt. He's just going to hold it down with a Bulldog. Holding the tight angle. Gets another. It's a complete shooting gallery for him. Nice little cheeky 3K. No problem. Flawless round from TLP. Pick it up now to a tie game. 7-7.
Discipline with the Bulldog. Very punishing rifle if you miss that first burst. But he's not going to be missing the bullet. making them all count, send them all home, and we're seeing a bonus round here from TLP. Smart move. Get that economy built up and support them potentially for the rest of this game to a victory. Talking of fun snatchers though, full rifles across the board, they're decked and ready to go, and this is where you usually see them really turn it up here.
Yeah, this is where we really saw Fun Snatchers kind of shift that gear, turn into a bit of a new team, and now a little bit of reply back. Like we said, Crown actually does win that opening frag, but now going to get traded out for 2 members. The cost of TLP lose their members, and now a 4-on-3 situation. Fun Snatchers, they have the player advantage. Dre, a little bit adventurous, trying to investigate, but he's going to get taken down also. So now, both just duelists remaining here for TLP. You have the Cloudburst. Now they're going to be relying on the fragging power, and this is the bonus round we were talking about. So if they can take down any more players from Fun Snatchers, that's a big victory in terms of just burning that economy.
Economic burn, essential. Grand final, most certainly here. AZ coming into market. No time for shopping though. No time for a Saturday shop. Got some bodies to drop here. 4 versus 2. So much to ask. Bit of util available though. No showstopper. You got the nade. You got the satchels available though. That nade doesn't do any damage, unfortunately.
Oh, that's actually going to be a spam that comes from Unshaken too. You can see on the other X-ray there, he's just on the other side of the wall. Gets the spam and actually Haunt now, giving away his position. They know exactly where he is, but he dashes right into the wall, but P Nasty solidifies that 8th round for them. So now TLP not able to do much with the bonus round, but this should be the purchase that we'll see, and this will be the big test.
Something I've noticed in episode 2, the Force is becoming something ever so popular. Obviously, CSGO, a game that's been around for a very, very long time, years and years, where that Force, you see it a lot with the Deco, if you will. But the Shiko and forcing up here for a bonus round, I'm still unsure how I feel about it, Laz. Are you a believer in the bonus round, or do you feel if you're winning, get the momentum and buy fully in when you can? What do you think's the best? Is it situational?
I think it's situational, but I really do like the bonus round. I think it's a good way just to see what you can do. I mean, look at how this is going. I mean, Angel finds too, and then just immediate trades coming back. Angel trying to still play aggressive and play in mid control, but now TLP losing all their utility agents. Now just remaining 2 duelists. No ults available. They do have the ult available for Fun Snatchers Omen, so they could give that spike to him. Do something a little bit cheeky, but instead now they're going to play together. Now with that orb retrieved, Sova will now get his Hunter's Fury activated as well.
Easy looking down gardens. Trying to be that anchor and hold best they can here. Omen's so lit. 22 HP, I think, last check.
There.
If Raze can
Still
just get
plenty
1
of
frag,
time.
this is the winnable round now.
Worldwide going to get taken down to 11.
30
And
seconds.
actually, that
left.
Molotov just misses, so a little bit too wide. And that Cyber Cage doesn't actually block it off, but now nice pickup from TLP. Both Dre and AZE make it look very easy, and TLP have brought themselves back to a tie game. And the gun round does pan out in a bit of a battle.
Against the odds there, TLP, and for a retake, 2 versus 3, far from ideal. Super far from ideal, making the util go the whole 9 yards. And Fun Snatchers economy looking good enough for a buy, but beyond this round, yeah, they're going to be in hot waters. This is a must-win for Fun Snatchers if they're looking to keep that economy in healthy shape and get their team ploughing forward. TLP though, evening things up again. Op in the hands of Haunt as well. We did speak of not too many op appearances, and here it comes.
Get out of my way.
Now will be Haunt that's actually going to have the op in his hands. Will be Crown to hold on to middle, so aggressive smoke down middle actually does push Fun Snatchers back a little bit more. They do get that orb, so now they have 4 ultimates available, Kappa, versus TLP's Sova only.
That's a lot to be versus. Hunter's Fury better be put to justice here if they are to use it. He's a yeet, doing what he can to bait out the utility at mid as well. Crown, his aggression has been phenomenal this game. 1 and done, traded out.
Makes the best out of something, Crown. I mean, he was completely in a bit of a tough spot. His location was completely revealed, but he was able to take one player before he fell down. And P Nasty, oh, the timing. He actually is able to escape. It looked a little bit dire, but it will be Venture now going to be using that Hunter's Fury. So that's just going to be able to push back that defense from TLP. And JD, he's got the Blade Storm ready to go, dashing on through, but Angel, he's going to take him down. And all of a sudden now Worldwide will get the spike. And TLP, they're picking up the frags, but now they're losing bodies. And Worldwide, he's got a quad kill now. He's one away from an ace. And now the reliance is just on the Phoenix player. The long rotate coming through. Dre, he's got the Phantom. He's got armor. He's got full health. He's still got utility. We'll have to see, can he land this? And now the curveball going to land on through. Worldwide going to be underneath in the tower, holding the fort, and his teammates should take this first lead. Dre posted up, waiting very patiently. The clock is burning against him right now, Kappa.
He's taking the drop flies. That's so smart. Such a smart attempt in a 2 versus 1 to sound fake. Denying the ace for Worldwide. Sick 4K though, and that was so fast. Coming out the gates with the Nikes on. It's 9-8 for Fun Snatchers.
And even now we can see the Guardians getting posted, or purchased, sorry, and a Bulldog as well. So right now, TLP, they want to work around with what they can. The money situation not in the greatest. They have a big task at hand. I mean, they're only 1 round away from tying things up, and even right now, Fun Snatchers, you can even see, I mean, they have the rifles, but their money situation's not looking the greatest. 2 players do have over $2,000, but that's pretty much it. Dre going to use the run it back. He's going to be very aggressive by himself, going to push on through, but he gets completely taken down. But he now gets a second opportunity to take somebody with him if he wants. AZE, look at this. He's already got a lot of map control, and TLP have succeeded in mid presence again.
TLP own the courtyard. I think they've got the permit there. Paul getting right on Generator and just hanging tight until the cavalry come. Must have an idea here. P Nasty had a bit more of a quieter game for him.
Location will be revealed. Haunt now. Going to be Spotty. He's playing right behind Generator. Still going to use the Cloudburst as a bit of a fake, but that Brimstone Smoke is going to actually slow things down. TLP still have plenty of utility to burn, but it's going to be Unshaken. He runs on through, takes down 2 players now. Both him and Worldwide find 1 each. They get that mid control back. TLP not able to reply back whatsoever. And even now, you can see the players completely scattered, but it is going to be 2 of them close by on B. The Phoenix going to be holding it down. Unshaken running in. This is the Lear to get some control. Spam coming through the smoke. It does some damage, but not the frag. JD, he's going to be able to take him down. They might not expect Dre to be here, but they do. They look, but that's going to be the spike down. Time is ticking. 19 seconds remaining. The flash comes in. Dre, he needs to stay alive. He needs to frag, and he's doing such a good job. What? He makes it 3. He's completely ran over Fun Snatchers. He's done his job. He needs to just burn this clock a little bit more, and he's able to get a quad. What on earth is going on? And now only 2 seconds remaining. He needs to stay alive. No! Now it's P Nasty to take it away. Oh my god.
The potential of that turret ace from Dre was right on the brink there. A valiant effort in the Valorant TGS Open Series, and my goodness, do we have a grand final on our hands, lads. Whew!
Oh my god, you almost think Dre put that round into his hands. It almost couldn't have gone any better, really. I mean, he just needed that 1 more frag, but ammo was just not on his side. But Fun Snatchers, they escape with it just barely. The nick of time. 2 rounds behind now. Fun Snatchers reaching the double digits of 10. Only 3 more to go to take this map away. But we'll have to see TLP. They still have ultimates available that they can use this round if they wish.
It's theirs for the taking if they care to snag it. I wonder.
No charges left.
Our play's starting to get gas now. That's the question. We talked about mental fortitude, but you're talking about your motor skills as well. P Nasty poised at the ready, taking that passive play, and oh my goodness, he can have a triple.
Oh
Triple,
my god,
baby.
P Nasty! Element of surprise indeed, and he takes down 3. He's not going to make anything happen. It's a flawless round, and we talked about P Nasty being so efficient as that lurk, and that's exactly why. Just holding it down, delivers under the pressure, and now, once more, a full gun round will be commenced.
Excellent stuff there. Love to see it. And even more so, love to be at P Nasty, picking up some frags. Lots of frags all across the board for Fun Snatchers. TLP as well, having a pretty good game all round. Here
Yeah,
forward
really,
though, no mistakes.
They absolutely have. Drone going to be used from Angel. Doesn't really spawn much, and now Fun Snatcher is going to be just playing very slow, a little bit more methodical this round. Venture going to get that location reveal, doesn't find anybody at all, so instead Angel does take down Unshaken, so that's a good frag to pick up. Unshaken's been a pretty big menace so far for TLP. Brown is going to get spotted from the recon dart. Ultimate's available for the TLP Academy. But nobody in the B site, so now they're kind of leaning a little bit more towards mid and A. But right now, Fun Snatchers, they have fruitful picking. They can do whatever they want at this point.
They can, Dre. Trying to get the intel. He hears the updraft of Jet, and that surely tells the story of where they're going. P Nasty throwing down the intel, giving his teammates the eyes in the sky, the eyes everywhere.
30 seconds left.
Come on, let's go.
They'll be the run it back to be used now. Going to be close behind. Dre does find one before he falls, but Venture actually gets the wall spam right underneath, and he actually lands it perfectly against Haunt. So now that's going to be the Brimstone ult used, and Venture's able to get out just in the nick of time. The clock is burning, but it still should be enough to get that spike down. Both players going to be on A tower. No more ults available for either team. Worldwide going to be close up. That Molotov actually does land right in the middle, exactly where Worldwide was trying to go. That's a good placement, but now it's going to see what they can make work. If the curveball comes in, that's going to be one for Worldwide. Burning to his death, tries to look for another, and he actually makes it happen, and that's going to be the triple. 12-8, we're at match point for map number 1.
Worldwide
Match
popping
point.
off in this grand final, lads.
Yeah, he's been definitely, you know, we were talking about him before in the semifinals, and he had some amazing one-taps and some really good trigger discipline. And right now, he's really just completely, you know, turned himself into another big player. I mean, 21-11, Venture right ahead of him. I mean, they're pretty much even, of course, 21-13. So they've really just pulled a lot of weight. But everybody in the Fun Snatcher squad is just, nobody's really, everybody's pulling through.
Hitting the shots, making it happen. 12-8's the score, match point. Or are we going to have a couple more here? Fun Snatchers. Oh, double dink there coming out from Dre. You're not done yet, lad.
So now they're going to push on through. It will be JD that finds one before he goes to his death, and Haunt. Jet on jet duel does go in favor for the defense, and now we have ourselves a 3-on-3 situation.
Planted.
Haunt still using the knives, still trying to find a little bit more. P Nasty playing inside of B main, but he's going to get taken down, so all down to Venture. He finds the head of Haunt, so he's got 2 more to go. Time is completely ticking. The recon bolt takes it away. He's only got 8 bullets, but he lands the shock dart. So now it's all to a one-on-one situation. Sova versus Sova, and Venture going to be throwing another recon dart, and he gets the location. He's got 1 bullet, but that's going to be Angel to survive TLP again. They keep it going. They stem that bleeding a little longer.
Getting the Spider-Man band-aids out, throwing them on. 12-9 is the score on the doors right now. Let's look at Fun Snatchers Academy. What are they looking at? They're not looking too worried just yet. Another couple of buys, another one after this if they were to demise and not survive this one. TLP, yeah, not a similar story at all. Hardship in the financial department. A Guardian, you got a Bulldog, a couple of Bulldogs.
And this is what we talk about, you know, the economy game makes a big difference. TLP, they win the round, but they lost all 4 players. So now they just have to purchase whatever they can. And they're in complete survival mode because they have a few more rounds to go to making this a tie game. But Fun Snatchers still have everything on the board. It will be JD actually going to be right on through. Dashes his way, updrafts used, everything you can think of. And now he's going to be inside that site, and it's a long rotate here for TLP. And now Dre does find the head of Venture. A little bit of retaliation back here from Fun Snatchers. Spike still not planted. Dre He's actually going to go for the big flank, but he is able to only take one. But P Nasty lurking his way through, and now it will be JD to take him down. 13-9 for Fun Snatchers.
To the stomach, to the abdomen of Brimstone as he crumples and falls to the ground. One map of the best of 3 has been going, and it's gone towards Fun Snatchers. What's coming up next? That's for you to wait around and find out. But Fun Snatchers, so many big frags there, and worldwide. We spoke of him before, and let's highlight him again. Great game from him, and that's a great game overall from Fun Snatchers.
Yeah, really impressed. So, so much from Fun Snatchers. I mean, we talked a lot about it in the semifinals. We were a little curious how they were going to handle the young guns, of course, from SFU. But they respond back. It does not look like that gas tank is emptying anytime soon. I mean, a very close game indeed from TLP, but we'll have to see where we go on map number 2. Don't go away. We're taking a short break. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, everybody. We are straight into the action. Next map will be Bind. As you can see, agent selection is already commenced. We can already see that TLP will be on that attacking side, whereas the Fun Snatchers are going to be starting on defenders. So, a little bit of a normal pick that we're seeing here so far, Kappa.
Yeah, it definitely is. I've seen the Brimstone there as well. You spoke of Brimstone, and actually a couple weeks ago, well, he's coming back. He's on the up, and there he is, getting that util use there. You've got Omen from Worldwide as well, a default pick for him. And Cypher, that's really good for that lockdown of the site as well. So, I think we're going to go with this one. Lots of duelists on the attacking side.
Actually, it almost looks the same as before. Dre going to be Phoenix. Han still being on the Jet. So it's actually looking quite similar, I believe. And actually not much change as well from Fun Snatchers. P Nasty still going to be the Cypher. Worldwide staying as the Omen. So, a bit interesting. Kind of almost a duplicate situation.
Dupe it up. Ain't broke. Don't fix it. See what they can do. They enjoyed the match they just went through. And truth be to TLP, really was a pretty bold effort in that matchup. Underdogs definitely so, ranked statistically, and they still went toe-to-toe over and over again there with the likes of Fun Snatchers, and most certainly an up-and-coming team that's got a decent follower as you go through. TLP, likewise, this academy team doing the TLP name absolutely proud. I know Anakin's going to be, I'm sure, glowing with pride.
So now we are here on Bind, map number 2. So for anybody that is just tuning in, Fun Snatchers were able to take map number 1. I believe the final score was 13-9, if I'm not mistaken. And now Fun Snatchers 1 map away from taking this best of 3, whereas now TLP need to do the reverse sweep if they want to bring this whole thing home. Everything on the line now. Fun Snatchers could be potentially walking things home, but JD and Nunshake can find themselves in a bit of a frenzy as they take down some bodies inside of Hookah. Now a 3-on-3 situation. Crown gonna get stuck in a bit of a hard place as that paranoia does make connection. Now 2 players remaining for TLP. Not going to go for the orb at all. Instead, they're just going to completely hightail their way into the site, try to get this spike down. But now they got a bit of a pinch. Fun Snatchers going to push on through the frenzy on that distance. My God, how does it land? And even now, Angel completely spotted. That recon bolt is right inside his head. And now they know exactly where he is.
Here.
So Fun Snatcher is going to be able to take that pistol round very convincingly. TLP do get the spike down, so they get that little bit of a money bonus, but they're actually looking like they want to go for this force buy. And we were talking a little bit about this before. Do we think that's the best decision in every single circumstance? Of course, it can depend. And right now, TLP, they feel that they can bring this fight right back against Fun Snatcher. So they're going to go for the purchase of Stingers. They got the armor, they got some utility available. We'll have to see if this can work out. This is a very big risk, though.
Only what enough is. That's the hope.
Cage triggered.
Yeah, they've definitely been able to do some work with it, and now worldwide, going to be able to get into bathroom. He's now able to get that recon bullet, or the orb, sorry, if he wants to get it, but it will be JD. Actually finds the corner of the head of Angel, and that's a big frag because that was the spike carrier. So now TLP, that's completely against the board. They're losing their members one by one, and now all of a sudden, in 2-on-3 situation, curveball comes on through. That's going to be Dre, and he's popping off, and he takes off 2 more, making it to the 1-on-1. Unshaken, using the firewall, trying to get a little bit of cover. Going to use the curveball to come on through, but oh, he doesn't know this player's so close. They completely touch each other, but that's just going to be that, and that's going to be the burst fire to take down AZE, and Fun Snatchers, they pull it through just barely. What a round, Fun Snatchers. TLP, we talked about that purchase if it was going to be beneficial. It definitely came down to the wire. So right now, Fun Snatchers, they're going to invest into the full rifles now, whereas TLP, they're going to have to go in a bit of a save of light pistols at this moment, but that is good damage done. The effort was there. Definitely a lot of effort being commenced, but unfortunately it does pan out for the Fun Snatchers.
I need to blow something up.
On right now, aren't they, lads? Having a riot in the grand final.
Completely having a riot, and even right now, AZE gonna push on through, has the Bucky. Unshaken, gonna get this long A control, or long B, my apologies. They get the orb, so they're able to retreat back. Unshaken still gonna hold it down, being very aggressive. TLP, they don't have a lot to work with in the inventory. It will be JD to find the one. AZE does reply back. And now even you can see the defensive player is going to keep on pushing through. That shock dart does land, but it will not matter because Venture and also his teammate Unshaken, they just completely pull the rug from under, and now TLP, this is desperation.
Desperation is right, and the Spectre Spray Crown, he's not done just yet. Had a really good set of post-plant plays there in 1 versus X situations, and going for the TP for the victory here. So what you can do.
Crown down to 46 HP, no armor, not a lot of utility left available, but it will not matter because worldwide he's going to be able to pick up that Vandal, and Fun Snatchers now on a 3-0 sweep so far. We'll see the money situation here from TLP, but they should have enough for this gun round, so this is going to be a very big test for them, and a much needed round indeed.
3 for Fun Snatchers, and we've seen this time and time again. They have these sincerely excellent starts out of every matchup. They get those 3 to 4 rounds in the bag, and then things start to pither off. The full buy comes in. Can Fun Snatchers continue with that momentum and close this out here? They managed to do so in map number 1 on Ascent. Can they do the same on map number 2 to get the cash in here?
Now that will be the showstopper. AZ, look at this, dashing his way through like Rudolph, but he's not able to make anything work, not able to find anything at all. No deliveries, no presence delivered from TLP, and now will be Han to only find 1, but Venture replies back with 2 more. The run it back, going to be used from Unshaken, trying to get some intel. He knows that none of the players are there. Recon Dart going to be stuck inside a Crown, so they know at least he's there. 2 players remaining, a 2-on-4 situation. TLP, we need to see something different from them right now, and that orb will now be gained for the Sova, but no ultimate is going to be in their hands.
Got the Blade Storm, got the Hunter Sphere on Fun Snatchers if they chose, and if that's something they want to do for this round. Expect not, though. Save that for
Right here.
outmanned and outguns. Right at this moment, they're sitting pretty, to be honest.
Revealing
Sova,
area.
Venture, I believe, the only one looking slightly worse for wear.
Right here.
Push on through. Angel, he knows exactly that this player's here. That's going to be the operator. Let's see what he can find, but JD takes him down. Angel still holding the tight angle, takes the 1. He's trying to look for a little bit more, just the head peeking on Heaven, and he actually does some damage against Unshaken, but it's not going to be enough. Fun Snatchers keeping things going, not giving up a round yet. TLP a little bit closer this time, but just not enough to push over.
Excellent position there from Angel. Able to get the 1 and done to take out JD and the operator. The round, however, not going to be so fortunate at all. 4 in the bag for Fun Snatchers. TLP, they've got to check into this game sooner rather than later, otherwise they're going to have a tough time trying to clamber back into this. Fun Snatchers, their confidence, it's soaring to the sky right now, just like Sober's Recon Arrow.
Completely is, and now the orb will be retrieved unshaken. He's got a long road to get that ultimate, but JD picking up 2 frags. Seeing a little bit more. It's going to be the attackers that push on through. Worldwide going to use that paranoia. It lands very well, so he's able to get himself to retreat back, reposition himself. That dark cover coming in. So now putting these TLP players completely stuck in the blender. They're going to be stuck, and now look at this. That's JD for the quad, and he's not able to get the ace. Angel takes him down, but it will be Fun Snatchers again maintaining this aggressive lead. All the carnage. It's looking very good right now for the Snatchers.
You love an ace push, don't you? I've got the 4K. I'm going to suicide for this ace.
You pretty much got it. It's pretty much a given. You know that player is going in, and he wants to get that ace. I don't know if we've seen an ace yet so far. I know we've seen a lot of quads, a lot of close opportunities for that ace to potentially happen, but I don't think we've actually seen one. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we haven't.
I think you're right, brother. I don't think we have seen one. We've seen a 4K and a half. We've not quite seen the ace, and yet again, JD, ever so close. On money, doing excellent work, being raised his money, that's for sure. ACE. Crown, picking up some frag. And hookah push is coming by Storm. Blade Storm coming out the realm here as well for Haunt. This is looking like the best round and the round here for TLP.
This is one of the closest rounds we've seen so far for TLP. They have the player advantage. They got some ultimates. They have the spike down. Things are looking very good. Now will be the question, can Worldwide and P Nasty make something out of nothing? And it's going to be Worldwide with
Oh,
1, 2, 3,
yeah.
and making it 4. And that is going to be that. Delivers under all the pressure, holding them with that lead still. They're not giving up yet.
Worldwide, I salute you, sir. What a 4K. What a 4K that was.
Oh, I mean, he just had those one-on-one duels, and he just found the perfect timing on every single situation. And TLP looked a little bit stuck in the mud, not reacting fast enough. And right now, I mean, this is going to be a tough spot for them to be in. I mean, 6-0, 6 more rounds for this first half. Still plenty of time for TLP to make something work. But right now, you got to wonder what they're feeling.
Not for the comment for BM and not flaming at all, but let's be real. The 13-0 did come up from Fun Snatchers before against TG, a team that seemingly had a good tournament so far in the quarters and the semis. But right now, I think deja vu happening, lads.
Oh my goodness, the curveball comes in. You saw that full aggression, and that's kind of the thing we're noticing from Fun Snatchers. They're just completely changing their style. They're not just playing stagnant and talking about that JD with 3! Just taking them down like a bunch of bowling pins, and all of a sudden now it's all down to Crown. Runs through the TP. He's got the spike. He has plenty of time, so he does not need to rush this. He wants to see if he can make these one-on-one duels, and this is that open opportunity for him to open up the round that he could potentially get TLP on the board.
Playing with the time, playing with the map. He's got a smoke, he's got the molly, he's got the stim, he's opened up the sky, he's got that ult available. That orbital strike. Man, you can hear a pin drop in the server right now, lads.
The tension is absolutely high. I mean, Crown, he needs to check this corner. Oh my goodness, but he does, and he wins that duel. So Worldwide not able to capitalize. So now things are very interesting for Crown. He's got his ult available too. He actually still has the molly. We've seen him before with these lineups, but you know what? He's going to now instead try to bring the firefight to this situation. Going to be playing towards elbow. P Nasty. He's pulled a lot of clutches through. Can he do it again for Fun Snatchers? He's going to be inside this site, but Crown, he's just going to lock it, hold the tight angle. You can hear it. You know the orbital strike is going to be used, and that will be that. Burning the clock a little bit more. A very good usage of it. P Nasty, he's running. You can hear him right through the sands. It's all about timing right now. Crown, he's spraying on through, but the spike, it's not going to be diffused fully, but instead P Nasty goes for the peak, but Crown will still be for him. That King will survive and making it the first round for TLP.
Wicked 3K Crowns got a couple of those. Not many that have converted to the round win though, and that's going to be an absolutely massive one. Getting them back onto this game and getting them hooked into the mainframe, hopefully. You can only hope for better, thread some more together, and off we go. 6-1 to score, Fun Snatchers still a couple of rounds in the lead here. But with plays like that, was a 2 versus 1 from Crown, and Brimstone for the clutch, not something you're going to see every day. But it's happened here today in the TGS Valorant Open Series, and one team is going to walk away with that prize money. Right now, TLP, they're looking to climb back into this one.
Yeah, they absolutely need everything they can. And maybe this is the round where the fire starts to build up. They get something going. And that's kind of the boost they absolutely needed. It couldn't have gone any better for Crown. He played that very well, and he did a very good job of making that into 2 1v1 situations. But right now, we do have a technical pause coming through, so you can just see the freeze time is still going to be stuck on 7, so we are just waiting for the players to get everything ready to go. But Kappa, let's just talk a little bit about our sponsors. Who's helping us out here today?
Definitely so, man. You read my mind. HyperX, they are going to be the official sponsor of TGS, and thank you so much for everything you've done for helping us put this show on today. And of course, if you want to check out anything HyperX, go to hyperxgaming.ca. The HyperX Alloy Elite 2 mechanical gaming keyboards, just name one, with the Quadcast HyperX S USB microphone, another great plug-and-play mic that will get you sounding like an absolute boss. Check it all out, and Monster Cat, DMCA, you want to avoid some troubles there? That's the place to go. Check it out for that, and of course, TGS Game Plus. Something that recently I know has been coming through from TGS, and you can get your hands on some pretty sick swag, actually. HyperX World of Warcraft Shadowlands headset. You can get yourself in and a name in the hat for that one. TGS.gg/YouTube. Get on the mix, see what's happening here for the TGS community, and who knows, maybe you could end up with a sick headset.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a headset. I mean, that's just me, but either way, the round has started. Freeze time's over. Fun Snatchers, for anybody just tuning in. 6-1, map number 2. Fun Snatchers pulling off through. Haunt actually going to come alive.
Oh, snap.
And starting things off. The freeze time looking very good for TLP. Maybe the moment they needed. Something to get the team momentum back in their favor. And it's already looking so good with the spike getting planted. A 3-on-5. You can see Fun Snatchers, they're going to be close on by. They're going to be inside of B Hall. Of course, towards the entryway. Now it's going to be a matter of how well can they push on through. This is a very hard retake with this many players already perished. We'll have to see, what do they have in store for us, Kappa?
What's next? What's on the bill of order? It's going to be a shot to the body there. One player remains. Nasty trying his best. The triple coming out from Horn, and Horn really, the MVP of that round there, coming in, double entry. And that's the first time we've seen that all game long here for TLP. And in fact, over this series so far, I think that's the strongest push we've seen, period, from TLP. Excellent stuff, and things are looking really good. 2 rounds threaded together, 6-2.
And this is, one of the things I want to note is, having a freeze time, it can really change a lot of things for your team. So right there, we saw there was a bit of a freeze time. This was allowing TLP to have that moment together to talk about what they wanted to do. And that round, like you said, completely went into Han's hands, and he just took over. And they now put in 2 rounds in a row where before we saw Fun Snatchers just kind of running away with this. And like you said, semifinals, they ran through this map 13 zips. So now that's not going to be the dream here for Fun Snatchers, but we'll have to see, can TLP still make a bit of a comeback, put more of a fighting chance on the board? Time will tell. Right now, we can see Fun Snatchers not able to get into B long at all. Hunter Spirit going to be used from Angel, just trying to scope out anything possible. But TLP now going to be shifting up their game plan once more.
Crazy stuff here. And a whole new vigor in the backside of TLP. They've got some fire under them, and they seem to be playing super well on this approach here. The showstopper not stopping any show just yet, but that ground, that coverage for AVE, this is deadly. That one-way Cypher trap, that's going to be a problem though.
Will now be Fun Snatchers going to be onto an even playing field, 3-on-3, where that shark dart actually will not land, but instead the knife will be the deciding factor. Venture and JD, they're going to be able to make that work. 7-2, and TLP, they had the right idea, the right execution, but the frags, they just went in favor for Fun Snatchers.
Unfortunate there for TLP. A few more rounds left for them to get some more victories, though. If you remember from the first map in Ascent, if you missed it, let me give you a recap. A swift comeback there from TLP in that first half. I think they finished with 5 rounds at the end of Ascent now, lads, and things are looking pretty icky there, and they were able to flip the script before the half ended. I believe we're going to see a similar sense of nature here.
You can even see now guns on the board again for Fun Snatchers, of course. I think JD doesn't have the op. I might have missed that, but now going to be using the Blade Storm. Run it back, going to be used from the Phoenix with Kobe Dre. Going to push on through into Elbow, trying to be very aggressive. Tries to get one, and he's going to be able to. So a lot of succession already now commenced for TLP. This is a bit of a switchback. So TLP now, the player advantage. 2 players remaining here for Fun Snatchers. JD holding the tight angle, gets the spray of 1. So now he's got 4 more to go, and Worldwide needs to get this frag, and he's able to. But he takes a lot of damage with them.
11 HP. They can hope to whiff to survive. That one Crown says you're definitely not, mate. And 3 players survive. AZ coming through. And I just said it, the caster's lesson, if you will. Coming through with another round before the half's over. I think they're going to finish this half pretty damn strongly. Looking at economy, not good for Fun Snatchers. Not good at all.
No, it's not looking good. I mean, right now in TLP, they've now been able to put 3 rounds on the board. 7-3. We still have 2 more to go. If TLP can pull up these next 2, this could really change things around, especially shifting over to that defensive side. It will be a matter of time, and this is an interesting round because there's no ultimates going to be available except for just the Cypher from Fun Snatchers. Venture going to use the drone, scope out things a little bit, but now Dre starting to be a bit more of the entry player. He's able to get these small openings. Will be the Blaze that's going to be used. It's going to block off P Nasty. This is the opportunity for TLP because you can see Fun Snatchers, they don't have a lot to work with in terms of weapons, but P Nasty going to make something out of nothing with that classic, but it will be haunt the dreams of P Nasty now, and Angel as well. It's completely falling apart here for the Fun Snatchers. No fun will be for them on this round.
No fun shall be had on this day.
I was thinking of the, what's that guy's name? Lord of the Rings? Not Dumbledore. Oh man,
Gandalf.
what's that? Gandalf, yeah, you know Gandalf. He's
Round
like,
in
you shall
the
not
half.
pass, but it's like, no fun shall be had.
No fun shall be had on the second to last round of the half, and coming up very swiftly to the last round of the half, and I spoke of it, and I'm feeling like a bit of a boss with that call. 7-4 is the score, could be a 7-5 for TLP. Every reason for it to be a 7-4 half. Even if they just left it here, lads, let's highlight. They came back from really the jaws of defeat, and this half was looking absolutely abysmal. The turnaround of switching site, switching the entries, it's crazy to see a team just turn on their skill like that, and hopefully so they can finish things out here. Operator is in JD's hands though, and we all know what that spells.
Yeah, that's really been a big key of success for these guys, and he's going to be stuck in the corner, and JD, he still finds that connection. And now will be the Hunter's Fury going to be used. Venture finds another. He gets 2 in a row. That's another time we've seen that. And all of a sudden, TLP, they've completely lost all their teammates. They completely body bagged, and that's going to be the last one to go. JD, the nail in the coffin, 8-4. My God.
Get him a body bag! Karate Kid, if you're wondering what that reference from, going for the classic references here. 8-4 is the score for the end of the half. Fun Snatchers snagging that one. And you're very right, Hunter's Fury, 2 for 2 for, I believe it's Venture on the ult there. Consistency is key, man.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of times where actually Venture, he uses that Hunter's Fury. He has a very good point of making those connections with that Hunter's Fury. Like, he at least picks up a frag every single time. And this isn't the first time we've seen him get the double. So, I mean, the fact that he's able to get 2 frags with the Hunter's Fury, absolutely phenomenal. And that's just kind of, you know, very good placement and you know, pretty well-disciplined Sova that we're seeing so far.
The discipline is real. The TP is real apparently as well.
Oh, the TK!
Oh dear.
Not like this, Fun Snatchers.
I think that could be the round over and done from that TK, Laz.
Angel gonna get a little bit more adventurous, gets the ore, but it will take his life for that. Worldwide, he's spamming, and he actually finally makes it work with the remaining bullets, and Crown takes him down. So now all of a sudden, P-Nasty by himself, the clutch master himself, but no clutch will be served. No fun will be served. And now TLP, they pick up the pistol, making this 8-5.
Oh, I feel so bad for the TK there. So unfortunate. The bounce off the wall. It's kind of like when you're at school, you're going to get your dinner, going for your lunch, and you go through, and it's like, no, the dinner hall's closed. You're like, what? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I came in for some food, and the frags denied from that TK, melted the round, and 8-5's the score there for Fun Snatchers. A short T. That's all we've got to tell the story of this second round, the second half for them.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, you know, TKs aren't really normal, especially in Valorant. So when you get a TK, it's like, oh man, this isn't fun. This isn't what I wanted. This is not what I ordered. I want a refund.
Get me a refund ASAP. Call the admin, do something. And talking of that, Fun Snatchers are absolutely dissolving in the acidic nature here of TLP. I don't see a way out of this for them. Angel, count his blessings, grabbing one, maybe even the second. I've lost track. Things happen so fast here. Aries in hand.
Yeah, this is just, you know, at the moment right now, Fun Snatchers just burning the clock a little bit, seeing, can I pick up a frag? Can I find something at all? But no, not the place you want to be in. So now 2 rounds difference here. Fun Snatchers should have money on the board. They can go for the investment. TLP still have that bonus like we were talking about.
Punch for punch, and TLP, they're coming in with the low blow here. The kick to the stomach, the punch to the abdomen. This is looking pretty scary here for Fun Snatchers, and what looked to be, I think, a bit of a blowout. I think it was it 7-1 at one point in that first half?
Yeah, I think there was one point it was a 6-0, and then we finally saw TLP get the first round back, and then we saw TLP kind of making a big fight back, of course. But now we're talking about a 2-round difference, and something we weren't really sure if we were going to see it. But now we're going to see Unshaken do what he does best, winning those opening duels, find those openings. And now will be JD pushed on through. AZE going to have to push back as the Pucky, but actually going to get flanked completely from JD. And now Hunter's Fury going to be used from TLP, but doesn't find anybody at all. JD still getting a bit too adventurous, and it doesn't pan out very well for him. Spike will get planted, a 3-on-4 situation.
Talking of weapons as well, TLP do not really have the weapons for this kind of retake. 4 versus 2 Spectres, not ideal. Not ideal at all.
One enemy remaining.
Talking of Spectres, it's going to be a Bucky with 21 HP and no armor. Yeah, not what the doctor ordered at all. Not what Riot recommends. 10 out of 10 would not recommend for a clutch, and it's not going to do at all. 9-6.
Fun Snatchers reply back, but this is going to be the big test. So the bonus round is over for TLP, so they have the money on the board. They're going to go for those purchases. Of course, no money enough for the operator. Dre going to be the one player with a little bit of a lighter purchase with the light armor, but still able to get the Phantom in his hand. But this is the big test for TLP. They absolutely need this round to have that conversation about bringing things back to a tie game. But this round goes in the favor for Fun Snatchers. This is now going to put them into the double digits, which now gets them closer and closer to the match series point.
Oh boy, oh boy. Kicking 2021 off in style here, these teams. And talking of that, it is early. People trying to blow off the cobwebs, players trying to get in the groove for another wild year of Valorant. It's still such a new game, and if you're checking this out and being like, I want a piece of the action, well, you can. You definitely can. Plenty more action we'll be talking about later on. The time being, though, blasted through his Unshaken. Not shaking at all. Who is shaking is AZE. He's got a big challenge here, lads.
Yeah, all down to him, and now this gun round completely flipped. No response back at all from TLP. They only took down one person. That's not what you want on a gun round. And all of a sudden, Fun Snatchers, they just completely ran right through that B site, but instead will actually plant at A now.
Spike planted.
AZE by himself, a 1-on-4. He's still got a little bit of utility to use. But, I mean, at this point, he might just want to try to save this, because this is going to be a lot of pressure for him to find these frags. but gonna get caught with the paranoia now. This is the moment where you gotta almost retreat.
Save has to be your best option, and the 3K from the Unshaken. Shake and bake, he's making it look easy. He is 10-6 double figures achieved by the Fun Snatchers, and TLP financial struggles once again on their doorstep. The Buckies are coming out, the Frenzy, the Sheriff. Yeah, they're trying to do what they can for a light buy, keep that economy above that 17, just so they can go for the buy for the next round at least.
Yeah, and this is kind of the thing we were talking about. Like now, with them losing that gun round in that fashion, they now are just trying to force whatever they can and trying to get money a little bit in control. But right now, Fun Snatchers, they have full control of this game at this point. Crown, he's able to big risk of taking that orb, but he makes it work. Crown going to hold the ground, but it's not going to matter because that Bucky not going to do anything at all. Unshaken still getting those first entries. He's had a very big amount of damage exchanged where he's able to just run through and win that first duel.
TP hold.
Worldwide finds 3 now, so should be the mop up here. Fun Snatchers going to be putting themselves at the 11th mark. Kappa. I mean, the question is, what do we see different from TLP at this point?
Spike planted.
Yeah, they need to do something different, don't they? Going back to the drone board, you've got to think what's going through Angel's head right now. IGL, considering his options against such a massive team like Fun Snatchers, I don't really think it's necessarily TLP doing wrong plays. It's just Fun Snatchers. They're on point today. Their aim, they don't miss. They don't miss at all. You want to talk of the Hunter's Fury and 2 frags per ult for Venture alone. Venture's not even a fragger, the big fragger of the team, and he's putting in a lot of work. Words of wisdom, TLP.
Here.
Quick trades, man. Go for that quick trade. Try and take it U-Haul and full sends. That would be my 2 cents at this point. You really don't have anything to lose. It's best of 3. You're down 1 game already. You've got to go for the full send. Only option.
We have to see if they're going to be able to send a Dre. Going to use the run it back. Going to run through the TP, trying to get as much information as possible. Doesn't find anybody, but JD tries to get into the site, but he's going to get taken down. Jet on Jet will go in favor for the defense, but now those duels are going now back in favor from the Fun Snatchers. All the Academy players close by, ready for the action. They're going to be pushing on through. The Omen still has his ult. He's actually going to use it, but now that Spike, it's going to be completely used, and he actually will plant towards A. So, I don't know if TLP knows this, but now Dre does take down P Nasty, and they're going to be able to now retreat back. You can see Venture is going to be on top of A short, where the other 2 remaining players from TLP are going to push on through spawn, where they are. The remaining going to be in the back of Washroom, but he's going to get taken down, and all of a sudden, we have ourselves a 2-on-2, Worldwide with 1. Can he find this second? He's looking for it, but he's not able to make it, and Crown takes him down. And that recon bolt doesn't give the location away, but should know where he is, and that's going to be Venture to picking up that frag and putting themselves at match and series point.
That round was one they could take on the 1-on-1 TLP. Truthfully, they could have been back in the run-in for at least another contention for the next. But this one now, the buy, it's the false. It's that YOLO false. Give it all you got. She can't handle it, Captain. Yes. Starter reference, if any super nerds out there like me, they're in tough waters here, man. I'm shaking for them.
And money is just not a problem at all for Fun Snatchers, we can just see. So even if they lose this round, they still have plenty of funds to go for another gun round after this. But right now, TLP looking quite deflated. Through all the carnage, through all the action, this could be everything. This last round, if Fun Snatchers takes it away, it's going to be their series, but TLP survive. They can keep things going a little bit more. But right now, it's just not looking like that's going to be the option. And all of a sudden, we have ourselves a 3-on-2 situation. Crown going to be holding the corner, going to have that trigger discipline, not going to go for the fire, but actually will have to wait now because he's going to get taken down, and it's all just down to Dre.
Dre, a Phantom, and he's the last player surviving for TLP for the day here. Is that going to be all she wrote? Is that game set, Matt? The double peaks, as it is. P Nasty putting the last nail in the coffin and sending TLP Academy packing. Not getting that dub. Grand final winners is Fun Snatchers, Laz.
It's everything you absolutely want, but a huge congratulations, Fun Snatchers will be your TGS Open Series champions. Going to be taking that a 2-zip with a very convincing lead, 13-6. And congratulations, of course, to both teams and TLP Academy, a young roster, a very young team indeed, already making themselves into a finals appearance. Couldn't have gone any better.
It really couldn't. And commonly, especially in FPS, you see people say, talk about frags only. No, not at all. Excellent effort from them. So many good plays, some memorable rounds, some stuff with the frag reel as well. Don't forget it, TLP. Put that into your demo and see where that takes you for next time. But yeah, so much talent here that's brewing over the past year at TGS, and you're seeing it come through in that grand final. GG from all the teams that have played today. What a set of games we've had.
Yeah, absolutely. And for anybody that is curious, there is definitely a couple more events that are going to be happening. So making sure to check out, of course, the TGS, Vancouver Esports Association, and Mountainside Games are going to be working together with a local collegiate esports club to present the Control Alt and Compete. That's going to be this weekend and next, where they can compete in Rocket League, League of Legends, of course, Valorant, which will be on the weekend of the 30th. So make sure to check out vancouveresports.org. And of course, make sure to check out the TGS events. They have a lot of signature series and the open series. And I think later on in February, there should be a very big tournament with a 2,500 Canadian prize pool. So some lots of cheddar that you could grab. So make sure to check out their Discord, discord.gg/TGS.
So much action, and the night is still young. I say the year is still young. I can't even get my words out. So much casting. I'm getting all the tongue twisters awfully butchered here. But enough from us. We had a great cast today, and hopefully you'll be joining us for all the action as we go forward. Make sure you chuck a follow for the Twitch channel, for TGS, and for us, just to make sure you can keep up to date with where we're going to be at Cup of Frag for me, and Laz for you.
Well, as you can see underneath, Laz_TV. So if you want to hang out with us in the socials, make sure to throw us a follow. We definitely appreciate it. Love interacting with the community. And again, congratulations to both teams. Definitely a big victory in terms of TLP to make it all the way to the grand finals again. And congratulations, Fun Snatchers, and pulling through with a pretty convincing victory.
That was nasty. It was all awesome, guys. Thank you so much for having us. And until next time, from TGS, from Laz, and from me, Toodles. Have a good weekend.